There we go. Hey, YouTube fam, how's it going? Got another stream for you today. We're back to like the normal schedule and stuff. It's pretty cool. No streaming on Monday or Thursday or anything like that. Don't have any plans for that. I'm busy on Thursday anyway. I got to do a blood test. Hooray! But nonetheless, we are starting up something new. We're doing the second game in the Phoenix Wright trilogy thing. We're going to be playing Justice for All. I decided, not yesterday, Sunday. I decided Sunday, I was like, fuck, I want to play more Phoenix Wright, so we're going to do that. So we're going to move on to Justice for All, the second one here. Only has 4 cases compared to the 5 in the first one. I found that out. So we'll see whether it's short or not, or whether these cases are stupidly long. I remember the last case in the first game, and how that was obnoxiously long. And I don't want that to happen again. Apparently it won't happen again, but there probably will be some long cases still. We're going to move on with that. And hopefully the second game is as good as the first, because I like the first one. Despite how long the cases were at the end. I still liked it. I will be following an achievement guide again, so just bear that in mind. I want to get all the achievements. I got all the achievements in the first game. I only got 9 achievements, but there were only 9 achievements there anyway. So we're going to move on to that, and yeah. I just hit continue. No, it just, okay. That's just to carry on with the case, I don't want to do that. I'll go on, new game. Justice for All. The Lost Turnabout. Number 1, let's do it, chat. Let's get right into it. Alright. What's happening? Spooky. Grr, how did I get into this mess? How? That's far enough. You can't run forever, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? What? What have I done wrong? I cannot allow you to go on like this. What is happening? But I'm just a civil defense attorney! Silence! You are no longer worthy of your title. What the fuck is happening? I already just started. What? I already just started, chat. What is happening? What the fuck? September 8th. Wait, that's the day after my birthday. 9:08 p.m. Oh. Apparently that's his ringtone. Oh, hey, man. You'll be like one of your defense attorneys. What a nightmare. Oh, I bet it was this ringtone that caused it. Probably change it. I really should be dozing off right before a trial starts anyway. Huh? Looks like they hung up. Ah, good. I finally found it. Hey, man. Ah, talk about a close call. Hate to do this to you, but it's nothing personnel, Mr. Attorney. Nothing personnel, kid. A few minutes later. Alright, so we got attacked by someone with a fire extinguisher. What were these guys doing? Are they just... What are they being paid to do? Are they just being paid to stand there? Is it like going to help, like not part of their job description? They're standing right there. I literally got physically assaulted and they're just standing. These guys are useless. Useless, I tell you. Ouch, my head is throbbing. And why does it feel so foggy in there? Who are you? Good morning. Hack! Good morning. What's wrong? You don't look well. People are at their best first thing in the morning. Not all of us. Where's that fighting spirit? Sorry, but can you please turn the cheeriness down? My head sort of hurts. Roger that! Am I in trouble or something? Huh? Trouble? Wait, never mind. You're a policewoman, right? I thought maybe I had done something wrong. What are you talking about? I'm the one in trouble. What? I'm placing my life in your hands today, Mr. Phoenix, right? Life in my hands? You promised me, you said you would prove that I was not guilty. Not guilty? Just when I thought all hope was lost, when all the other lawyers had laughed me off. Leave it to me, you said. You, the one and only Phoenix Wright, came to save the day. And just like that, I was moved to tears, sir. I'll never forget what you're doing for me, ever. Also, apparently again, is that Bird? That Bird, their name is? What is this girl babbling about? Actually, I really love to watch court proceedings, and I'll always root for you to win. When I'm off duty, I like to come here and... What's wrong? You've been acting really strange, and you keep staring at me. You're making me kind of nervous, sir. Sorry. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. Now, this might sound bad, but who are you? What? Mr. Wright, how can you say that? How can you do this to the fragile heart of a girl about to go on trial? You're absolutely horrible. No, I didn't mean it like that. Is this how a defense attorney treats his clients, sir? I can't believe this. No, it's just, well, I think you have the wrong person. Yes, Who am I? Why am I drawing a blank? The trial will begin shortly. Will the defendant and her lawyer please proceed to the courtroom immediately? The trial's about to start. I'm counting on you in there, okay? Well, this ain't going very wrong. I guess I must have amnesia. Let's see, what can I piece together? From the sound of things, it's probably safe to say that I'm a defense attorney. And that girl, I said I'd prove her not guilty. I can't believe I made such an irresponsible promise. Did that clank on the head gave us amnesia, huh? Ah, someone please, is this just an excuse for us to go for a tutorial? Tell me this is just a bad dream. Why do I get the feeling this is one dream I won't be waking up from? Alright, we're going to court. We don't know what we're doing. Oh, what is this music? Banger alert. Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. What is it, Mr. Wright? Are you talking to me? Do you see any other defense attorneys here? I guess not. Now then, are you ready? No. What if I said no? Would that be alright? Of course it wouldn't! Then why bother asking to begin with? Actually, you see, Your Honor, my memory's kind of... The court will not hear the defense excuses because the defendant is a member of the police. This case is under great scrutiny. Therefore, we must make this trial fair but swift. I believe I've told you this before. I hope you're not telling me you've forgotten. Actually, I have. Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please. Oh, this guy again. Yes, Your Honor, as I'm sure you're well aware, the defendant is accused of killing her lover. What's worse, her lover was a fellow police officer. Policeman? You did what to a policeman? It wasn't me! And besides, Dustin and I, we weren't lovers like that. In any case, the prosecution will prove that the guilty party is none other than the defendant. Very well, Mr. Payne, please call your first witness. It's been a while, Mr. Wright. Let's see what you've learned since last time. I won't show you any mercy this time, rookie. Okay, and who are you again? Prosecution calls Detective Dick Gumshoe to the stand. Hell yeah. The Gumshoe. Here we go. Don't let me down, Mr. Wright. Nowhere to hide. I'm so dead. It's the guy. Witness, please state your name and occupation. My name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. You don't look very well, detective. Well, sir, the defendant, she works under me, so, you know. Work under that detective? Yes, sir, and while I was a trainee, he was always watching out for me, sir. He's such a wonderful guy, sir. I'll never forget what he's done for me. Okay, calm down, I believe you. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Yes, sir. It happened at the park near headquarters. Expose Park. Interesting name. The victim was one of the local cops, Dustin Prince. He was pushed down from the benches on the upper path, sir. The landing beat his body up bad and snapped his neck. The details are listed in the report that was distributed yesterday. Ah, yes, this autopsy report, correct? Why do I not remember getting a copy? I see everything is in order here. Even the estimated time of death is unusually well documented. The victim's watch stopped from the impact of the landing, sir. The results of the autopsy confirmed the time of death. If I may, Your Honor, the prosecution would like to submit this photograph. Very well, the court accepts it into evidence. Now then, I recall at yesterday's preliminary hearing, a very important piece of evidence was brought to our attention. Yes, Your Honor. Yes, sir. Yes, I guess. Mr. Wright, is your head on right today? There was a very crucial piece of evidence found under the victim's body. Was there? Have you lost your mind? Well, actually, it's just nerves. Give me a second. What? How could you talk like such an amateur? I thought you were a pro, sir. Alright, sir, I'll help you through this. At a time like this, maybe you ought to take a glance at the court record. Court record? Yep, info about evidence and people involved in this case are all listed there, sir. You can look at the court record by pressing the right bumper. The right bumper, huh? You really know what you're talking about, don't you? Too bad I'm a cop, right? Just think, I could totally be a legal aid instead. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? Court is in session. Save a chit-chat for later. Sorry, Your Honor. Well, I guess I better check the court record and see what I can find. Glasses! Also, I guess my cell phone. I found this in my pocket, but I don't remember what it means or how I got there. What was it again? The right bumper? Alright, Mr. Wright, let's see if your notes are in order. What was the piece of evidence found underneath the victim's body? Glasses. That's simple, Your Honor. A broken pair of glasses. That's right. The victim grabbed his killer's glasses as he was being shoved, sir, and held on to them as he fell. Hey, why are you giving me the evil eye? Those glasses you're wearing. Yes, this is my spare pair. But these glasses they found at the scene of the crime are not mine, I swear, sir. You sure about that? Look, it was a coincidence that on the same day I accidentally stepped on mine. Coincidence, she says. Ugh. Your Honor, I have further evidence to present. Oh, you have more? And this evidence is very decisive. Very well, let's hear from our witness about this evidence. Decisive evidence. There's something even more incriminating than the glasses found under the victim's body, sir. During his date, the victim was pushed from the beach area, but he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed. I don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir. With this piece of evidence in the glasses, it's hard not to say she's the culprit. This is a picture of the writing, Your Honor. Why, this is... Yes, I can see her name is clearly written here. The prosecution would like to submit this picture. Understood. The court accepts it into evidence. As if the glasses alone didn't make you look suspicious. The victim even wrote your name clear as day on the ground. But I already told you those glasses aren't mine. How do you explain this dying message? It's a conspiracy. I'm not guilty, sir. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Cross-examine? This is it. I'm counting on you. Sure, but what am I supposed to do? What? This isn't like you at all. Normally this is the part where you get in the witnesses' faces. In their faces and do what? I guess there's no way around it. Okay, I'm going to lend you a hand. Prosecution's witnesses all hide things from the court, which means they lie from time to time. Lie? But isn't that detective your superior? Well, even if they don't mean to lie, sometimes people just remember things wrong. Like that detective, he does sort of look like a scatterbrain. Doesn't matter, either way it's bad for us, sir. That's why when you question witnesses, you have to find and expose their lies. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. About trial by fire, here goes nothing. As long as I can expose the lies, we should be alright. There's something even more incriminating than the glasses under the victim's body. Yeah, we already did that. What is it? What's come over me? Without thinking, I just blurted out objection. And I yelled at the top of my lungs, finger outstretched, ready to take on my opponent. What a rush. Then to Gumshoe. You talking to me, pal? Please state the defender's name for me. What are you trying to improve this futile exercise, Mr. Wright? You'll see, this is a very crucial line of questioning. Actually, Mr. Payne, you can answer. Defender's name, if you please. Where's this ridiculous question coming from? The defender's name is, Maggie Bird. I think someone needs to check the court record. What? It says right here that it's Maggie Bird. Ah! It looks like the bird caught the cat napping. What's going on here? I have no idea either, sir. As you can see, the victim did indeed live a name Maggie. However, the defender's name is actually spelled Maggie. You know, it's different, but it's pronounced the same. This is a blatant contradiction of facts. Oh, how about that? I hadn't even noticed. But maybe the victim didn't know how to spell her name correctly. May I remind you that it was you who said the defendant is accused of killing a lover. If they were true lovers, it would be impossible for him to not know her name. Well, that's not exactly true. I've seen plenty of examples where lovers may forget each other's names. Look, let's be honest. Look, we forget birthdays all the time as well. This is very true, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. Are you absolutely certain that the defendant and the victim, Dustin Prince, were in fact lovers? Yes, I am quite certain, Your Honor. They were a well-known couple in the police force. Said to Gumshoe. Please testify for the court the relationship between the victim and the defendant. Yes, sir. Dustin and Maggie. Officer Prince and Officer Bird have been going out for about half a year. Sound like they were even talking about marriage. The day of the incident just happened to be the victim's birthday, sir. Officer Bird had gotten Officer Prince a present. It was something she had bought over 2 months ago. I should know because she came to me to ask what she should get for him. Oh, those two sounded like they were close. Nevertheless, tragedy struck. Yes, I see. You may cross-examine the witness, Mr. Wright. So I actually got to press him on a specific statement for an achievement. Sounded like they were talking about marriage. Marriage? But wasn't the victim 8 years older than her? What? You're saying the guy's got to marry someone the same age as himself, pal? Well, it's kind of weird. No, that's not what I meant at all. Compared to Gumshoe and Dustin were only a year apart, you know. I think this fella has a ways to go before marriage. Mind your own business, pal. There we go. Hell yeah. Yeah, bought him. Oh, 2 months ago. Yep, she's a very concerned woman, pal. So, what was this birthday present? Got him a glove. A single glove? Why would she only give him one? Actually, Your Honor, the glove in question is a baseball glove. Oh, I see, a baseball glove. Officer Prince was a huge baseball fan. Baseball glove. Just now, I believe you said that the present was something she had bought over 2 months ago. Yeah. Are you saying she bought the glove at a store that far in advance? Nah, nothing like that, pal. What is it like? You ordered it. It was custom made. Custom made? The glove was custom made? Yep, that's what I said. So the glove was custom made. Your Honor, I really don't see how this glove is related to this case. Yeah, it would seem that there is little relevance. What do you think, Mr. Wright? Do you think this glove is really relevant to this case? Of course it's relevant. I don't know where this will lead me, but... Of course it is relevant. That glove is the key to this whole case. Yes, bluffing to the max. Now this is the Mr. Wright I know. I'm so happy you're back, so I was wondering how long it would take. This is great. Pressing people, it feels like I've done this before. As if I used to do this to squeeze information from even the most tight-lipped people. Very well. If you are that convinced, then let's hear some more about the matter. Actually, I brought the glove with me today. And? Why didn't you say so earlier? Hurry and show the glove to the court. Well, I didn't think it had anything to do with this case. Anyway, this is it, sir. It's rather yellow, isn't it? Officer Prince really liked the colour yellow. That's why he had to special order it? Yep, that's right. That and one other reason. I think this court has heard enough. It is clear that the victim and defendant were involved with each other. Yes, that's correct, Your Honor. Now, if that is true, it brings up an important question. Was the name Maggie really written by the victim? I see your point, Your Honor. Detective Gumshoe, please tell the court a little more about the name on the ground. Yes, sir. We first looked into the handwriting. Unfortunately, we couldn't confirm that it was the victim's handwriting. Next, we checked the victim's pointer finger. We found that there was sand trapped under the victim's fingernail. There were also scratches on his skin that were caused by him writing on the ground. From this, we could confirm that the victim wrote his name with his right hand. Yes, a perfectly logical conclusion. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Thank you, Your Honor. Writing on the ground. Objection! Objection! Detective Gumshoe, take a look at this. That's the glove, right? Could you tell the court what's special about this glove? What's special? Never really thought about it, but it's really yellow. And that's about it. Yes, it's really yellow, but that is only one of its qualities. Huh? There's another reason why it's special. And what would that be? It's very simple. This glove is made for a left-handed person. Left-handed? Why, you're absolutely right! This glove is made to be worn on the right hand. That is why it had to be custom made. I've never seen a bright yellow left-handed glove for sale, have you? No. No, Detective. Which hand did the victim use to write the name with again? That's easy. Look, it's obvious from this picture that it was his... Wait a sec! Don't forget that the victim was left-handed. Ah! I object. Overruled. Mr. Wright, I would like to know what your line of reasoning proves. There is only one conclusion that can be drawn. A left-handed person could not have written a message with his right hand. Well, I mean, it is possible, but you're ambidextrous. Therefore, the person who wrote the name Maggie could not have been the victim. Order, order. When you think about it that way, then yes. It is not possible that this name was written by the victim himself. That means Maggie is... Oh, not possible! Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor? The evidence the prosecution has presented has failed to prove the defendant's guilt. In fact, I believe you have proven her to be innocent. No! Alright, you did it, Mr. Wright. Phew, I feel like I could breathe again. It seems that we have reached a conclusion. You did a fine job once again, Mr. Wright. That was quick. Your Honor? Well, thank you, sir. See, you got complimented by the judge again. You're really good. That's why you can't give up being a lawyer, sir. Are you joking? I'm more than ready to retire. I'll now announce my verdict. This court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird. Oh boy. No, not yet! I mean, please give me a few more minutes, Your Honor. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Payne? The prosecution is not finished yet. What do you mean? We would like to call our next witness to the stand. What? And what did this witness witness the moment the victim was pushed to his death? What's more, he saw the very face of the culprit. What the heck? Order! Order in the court! I believe a recess is in order. Afterward, we will hear from this new witness. And a feeling that was a bit too easy. I need more information. I'll have to see what I can find out during this recess. I can't let my guard down. It's only going to get tougher from here. Court is adjourned for recess. Man. Let's go with number 3. amnesia? I can't believe my lawyer's trying to defend me in such a state. Why didn't you tell me, sir? Sorry, I didn't mention it to you. Oh, I know what to do. I heard you could fix something like this with a really strong shock to your system. Come on, lower your head a little. A Maggie kick should be all you need. No, I think I'll pass on this one. Come on! I'm sorry. Whenever I see someone in trouble, I have a hard time leaving him alone. I tend to stick my nose where it doesn't belong and try to tackle everyone's problems. Well, my head's one problem you won't be tackling today. Well, we're here to solve your problem first. We can deal with mine later. For now, do you think you can fill me in on a few things? Of course, I'd be honored to. Well, I guess we'll start with my name, and then I can tell you about me. No, that's okay, really. I think I know you and your name pretty well by now. I was wondering if you could help me figure out a few things about myself. So, my name is Phoenix Wright? Oh, what a weird name. This is serious. You really don't remember. I'll tell you what, sir. You can have this back, and maybe it'll help. This is a business card? I got this from you. It's my most prized possession. You can borrow it for now, but please give it back, okay? Okay. There are some numbers written on the back. Oh, that's your cell phone number. My business card. I handwrote my cell phone number on the back. I guess for now we should stop talking about me and start talking about this case. This case? Yep. Can you think of anything that would be helpful for me to know? I tell you. I can't think of anything other than the incident with that cell phone, but... Phone? Yeah, your eyes lit up when we talked about the detention center, sir. Hurry up then and tell me. This might be really very important. Okay, Roger. It was on the day of the crime, just before 6 PM. I picked up a lost cell phone while on a walk with Dustin. Oh god, the Blue Badger. All of a sudden, the phone began to ring. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. This yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back. I'll be right there. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. You can call me Maggie. We agreed to meet up at 6 PM. Dustin and I waited for the person to show up, but they never did. Where is the phone you found now? I gave it to you yesterday. Me? Is it that phone in my pocket? You mean this? You think it has anything to do with the murder? I don't really know, but my eyes lit up. Ah! You were here all along! You're so... Oh, hey Maya. Hey Maya. How you doing? You're so mean. I called you a million times, but you wouldn't pick up. And when I went to check in the courtroom, everyone had already left. Ah! Now who in the heck is this? Let me guess. I'm supposed to know this girl too. Hey, good morning, Maggie. And a good morning to you too, Maya. So, how's it going? Is there a word for worse than abysmal? Oh, and what if I said that everything will be fine? That's right, it's Maya to the rescue with the ultra-decisive, super important evidence. Here you are, Nick, the thing you want me to bring. Huh? Oh, thanks. What the heck is this, a list? Has about 20 people's names and phone numbers written on it. It's kind of tough, but I managed to dig up some dirt. Looks like these guys are up to no good. No good? As in, there's a group of con artists the police are currently investigating. I think these guys are members of that group. Members of a con artist group. Why would a group of con artists pop up in a case like this? Don't look at me! And where did you get this list from in the first place? What? Don't you remember, Nick? You're the one who asked me to look this up yesterday. Oh, is that right? These numbers were in the memory of that phone Maggie found. That's where they're from. You're awfully forgetful these days, Nick. I hope I never get to be a forgetful old prune like you. Maya, actually, Mr. Wright is... Mr. Wright, recess is now over. Please bring the defendant and return to the courtroom immediately. Oh, oops, guess you have to get going. We can talk about you being old later, Nick. Can we never talk about me being old? Thanks. I'm 30, I'm officially old now. And yeah, we can all agree on that. Wish us luck! I guess I have all the pieces now. More or less. All that's left is to put it all together. I'm not going to lose this, I can't. Come on, Nick, better get a move on. Yeah. Courtroom number 2. Court will now reconvene. Please call your next witness to the stand, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. Before I do, if I may say a few words. What is it, Mr. Payne? About the next witness. He has a tendency to say things that rub people in the wrong way, you see. So I ask that the court might be a little lenient on... There is no need to give a preface, just hurry up and... Oh, preface. Just hurry up and call your witness, please. Yes, Your Honor. The prosecution calls its next witness a drifter who was taking a walk in the park on the day of the murder. Was it the guy who hit me with the thing? Yep. Please state your name for the court witness. Before I do, I'd like to clarify a little something. Huh? Oh, alright, go ahead. Just now, you introduced my wonderful self to the court, correct? Perhaps as a drifter who was taking a walk. Did I? But I will not stand for that. Now you've tinted the court's eyes and coloured me wrongly. Sure, I suppose calling me a university... Oh, God. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, gosh. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Alright, never mind. I'm not going to read all that. Yes, I understand. I'm very sorry. I will be more careful from now on. What is he, a human chatterbox? I have to question him. Fashion, cars, women, glasses, and of course university. First rates only need apply. Glasses? But you aren't wearing glasses. That's enough! Your name, witness. Oh, is that how you want to play this? Using your power and influence to keep the young people down. I see how you work now. You old people and your dirty tricks. You thought you had me, but you thought wrong. I'm sorry, what happened again? Oh man. I forgive you. Alright, I suppose I can tell you my name. I am Richard Wellington, the drifting virtuoso, with a PhD in drifting, as it were. Like drifting cars? D like from initial D? If you wanted to, you could call me a university student in transit. Mr. Wellington, on the day of the murder, you were strolling through the park, correct? It would appear that you are attached to that word. If you must, then by all means. I remind you that I am in no way a pre-pubescent boy out on a walk with mommy. If you must know, I am... Anyway, please testify to the court what you saw during your walk through the park. See, you said it again, taking a walk. No, you... What you witnessed will do, Mr. Wellington. What I saw that day. I was at the park all afternoon deep in thought about my life situation. Aren't we all? No, I don't remember the time or two that well, but I do believe it was past 6 PM. All of a sudden, a police officer falls from above right in front of my eyes. Without a thought, I looked up and there I met the eyes of a charming young lady. Of course, I remember her sweet face. It was that's of the pretty defendant there. The only other thing I saw was the banana that fell with the police officer. That was certainly a decisive testimony. Decisive? Nick, do you hear what he just said? Yeah, that's all you had to say? How can you be so calm? It's strange, my mind is very calm and clear. Maybe it's because I believe in my client. You mean Maggie? Yes, and if she really is innocent, then that can mean only one thing. That guy is lying. You may now question the witness, Mr. Wright. I'll find out the truth no matter how well you craft your lies. Gets temporary amnesia and that's how we do a tutorial. Banana. Not a banana, it's a glove! Objection! Oh, this witness. Hello, Mr. Giant Dork. Hello. Hello, Angel. Hi. I'm Big Horsey. Mr. Wellington, I believe I had the bananas you saw right here. Ah, so you knew about the bananas too? Why didn't you say so earlier? I don't think you can use this as a way to pull more information out of me. And that's where you'd be wrong. Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Isn't that the baseball glove? Huh? What? A baseball glove? Doesn't it look delicious? Care for a bite? That's not... It's a no! It's a no. Your Honor, I think this proves one very important fact. This witness loves bananas. Don't we all love bananas? Absolutely proves that he loves bananas. He's bananas for bananas. That's bad eyesight. By the way, just how bad are your eyes? Huh? Why are you asking me about this all of a sudden? Your Honor, it's very simple to mistake a glove for a bunch of bananas. No, I don't think so. Objection overruled. You're one of those people. Yes, you know what I mean. You're like those people who refuse to accept... Oh, God. Go on. Spill it all out. And that is why I asked you how bad your eyesight is. They're both 20 to 200. I suppose you're going to tell me that's terrible, right? Why are you not wearing your glasses today, then? That's because I lost them recently, you see. Of course, I was planning on getting a new pair made right away. But you know, my glasses are no ordinary glasses, so to replace them... How about when you witnessed a crime? I'm not gonna try reading it. I'm just like, no, just get it all out. I'm not gonna read that fast. How about when you witnessed a crime? Were you wearing your glasses then? How about a witness? You are an unrelenting evil man. No, I'm a horse. I'm an evil horse. Forget I said that. Oh, god damn it! He's talking about Joan of Arc. It boils down to you. Boils down to you not wearing your glasses at the time. Therefore, the identity of the woman at the scene of the crime and that defendant cannot be proven to be the same by this witness. The height difference was only 9 feet. It was very possible for him to see the face of the culprit standing on the upper path. Witness, please be more accurate in your testimony. Remember, a person's life is at stake. Are we gonna kill them? Yes, Your Honor. Now then, please continue with your testimony. Please tell the court what happened next in the moments after you witnessed the crime. What happened next? The girl on the upper path ran away as soon as she realised I was there. After that, I immediately called the police station to report the crime. It must have been 6:45 PM when I made the call. You waited 45 minutes? They must have a lot of free time on their hands since they showed up within 10 minutes. So the person who was on the upper path saw you and then ran away. Yes, that is correct, which is why even someone without a superior brain like mine can understand that. You just call yourself a smooth brain? That girl is the murderer. You may question the witness now, Mr. Wright. Objection! Mr. Wellington, would you please take a look at this? You mean the victim's autopsy report? According to this, the murder occurred at 6:28 PM. Oh, I guess they had 15 minutes. Or 17 minutes, technically. So what of it? You said that you called the police immediately after the murder took place. However, by the time you had called the police, it was already 6:45 PM. There is clearly a 15-minute gap here. Do you deny it? 17 minutes, technically, but... Ack! I think this court would like to hear what you were doing during this 15-minute gap. Grrr. The witness was in shock at the time after witnessing a terrible murder. It's only to be expected that he would be a little dazed. 15 minutes is hardly what I would call a little dazed. Ah! Mr. Wellington. Yes? But explain yourself. What were you doing during those 15 minutes? Answer the question. Telephone. I mean... Spit it out! I was searching for a phone booth. Now that triggers my OCD, they say 15 instead of 17. You know it. A phone booth? Is that a pay phone? Trying to call home. You mean you have a cell phone? You broke bitch. I mean, he is a drifter. You and your questions. As if you're trying to open all the layers of Matryoshka doll. You must think you're really something special. Witness! I lost my cell phone. Now are you happy? You lost it. Unbelievable! You lose your glasses and your cell phone? You must be very scatterbrained when it comes to your belongings. What? Are you saying that first-rate people are never allowed to lose things? Haven't you ever... Yep. It's smooth brain. Enough! Oh man. Wait, hold on a second. He lost his cell phone. Nick, that cell phone, could it be? You mean this phone Maggie found? There's no way. Boy, I didn't see this coming. What should I do now? Question further. Mr. Wellington! Where is your cell phone right now? Heh, what are you getting all excited about? You seem to be a little confused. I found my phone, how do you know? See, here is it. Oh, I see. Looks like he's got his phone. And I thought that just maybe this was his. Well then, I think we cleared this issue up. At the time of the murder, the witness did not have his cell phone because he had lost it. Therefore, the delay in his call was caused by his search for a phone booth. Well, that's the gist of it. I guess you could put it that way and leave it at that. Do you have any further questions, Mr. Wright? There is something. Your Honor! The witness's testimony does not make any sense. I don't believe that there was ever a need for the witness to search for a phone. How dare you! You can't just make outrageous claims like that. You do have some sort of proof, don't you? Well, yeah, of course. Evidence should be good enough, I think. Alright, let's have this proof then. Please present proof that the witness had no need to search for a public phone booth. It's quite simple, actually. Please take a look at this. At the crime scene photo. Is there a problem with it? Oh, there's nothing wrong with the picture. But if you don't understand my logic after looking at it, something is wrong with you. No! It's a phone booth. That is correct. All the defendant had to do was walk the 3 steps. Well, I think it's more than 3 steps because they were high up, weren't they? Mr. Wellington, why did you not use the phone that was right in front of you? Ugh. Order! What does reporting the crime a little late prove to the defense? The witness can't explain what he was doing for those 15 minutes. That is reason enough to throw suspicion on his testimony. Yes, this is very true. What do you have to say for yourself, witness? I bet this phone really is his, Nick. He must have killed Dustin to get his phone back. But Maggie said that she was going to return it to him. There was no reason for him to kill for it. And on top of that, we still have the phone she found anyway. But if he wasn't looking for his cell phone, maybe he was looking for something else. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? Do you have any thoughts you would like to share with the court? Can you offer an explanation as to what the witness was doing during this 15 minutes? Have an idea? There is only one possible explanation. Alright, let's hear your explanation. However, be forewarned that if your explanation is not persuasive, you will be penalised. Think carefully before you present, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I probably shouldn't have said there was only one possibility. Please present to the court the one piece of evidence that will answer the following. Why didn't the witness call the police right away? Mr. Wellington! What? Don't do that. You almost gave me a heart attack. These are your glasses, aren't they? Ah, where did you find... Ah! I believe the court all heard what you just confessed to. That these glasses are in fact yours. I'll tell you where they were found, Mr. Wellington. These glasses were found under the victim's body. Under the victim's body? Order! Now wait a second, hold on. I didn't confess or confirm anything. Your Honor, I think the answer is quite clear. As he fell, Dustin Prince grabbed the culprit's glasses. The culprit knew that he had to find his glasses and searched frantically for them. What he didn't realise was that they were under the victim's body. And that is why it took him 15 minutes to make that call. Mr. Wright, are you Are you indicating the witness as the real murderer? Oh, indicting. The witness as the real murderer? Of course, that is precisely what I am doing. Oh, banger. Whoa! I know I'm right. He is the real murderer. Did you figure it out, Nick? More or less. Turns out this cell phone was the key to this case after all. Anyway, now is our chance to deep six this guy. I'll sink him in one shot. Yeah! This is so exciting watching you work again. Somehow my old self is coming back to me. It's time to sink or swim. Everything rests on the edge of a knife. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Order! Order! Your Honor, the defense is making a mockery of this court! Without any solid ground to stand on, he accuses the witness of being the murderer. Yeah, that's right! I'm no criminal. This third-rate fraud of a lawyer. In that case, why don't we look at it from a different perspective? Let's hear your explanation as to why you are not the murderer. Why, that's easy. For example, there's the name the victim wrote. How about that? What about that? Oh, you mean the name Maggie? Yeah, even an idiot like you can read that, right? We already know that this was not written by the victim himself. After all, the defendant's name is Maggie and the victim was left-handed. In other words, in order to make the defendant look guilty, the real criminal used the victim's right hand to write her name on the ground. But, wouldn't that mean that the real criminal was someone the defendant knew? Otherwise, how else would that person know her name was Maggie? That's a good point. The witness didn't even know a Miss Bird before this trial. I forgot. Was there any way this creep would have known Maggie's name beforehand? There was a way. It would be best if I could prove that the witness had a chance to learn that the defendant's name was Maggie. Now, will the defense please present its case? How could the witness have known the defendant's name? Phone. Mr. Wellington, you didn't have your cell phone with you on the day of the murder, correct? What if I didn't? When you realised you had lost it, what did you do? What did I do? Didn't you try to find it by calling it? Why, how did you? Your Honour, these questions have nothing to do with... Overruled. Mr. Wright, where are you going with this line of questioning? Do you think there is some relation between the witness's cell phone and the murder? I do, Your Honour. On the day of the murder, Maggie Bird picked up a lost phone in the park. And? He also received a phone call from the owner of the phone. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give you this back. I'll be right there. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. You can call me Maggie. That was when you had learned that her name was Maggie. But you made one fatal mistake. My client's name is Maggie, but the name that was written on the ground was Maggie. The mistake that could only occur if all you knew was how her name sounded. Eek! Order, order! But Your Honour, the witness has no motive. And your point is? Very simple, Your Honour. A person usually would not kill someone without a reason. Mr. Wellington had no reason to kill anyone. That is absolutely correct. I don't have a motive. Mr. Wright? Your Honour? Can you explain what motive this witness could have had? Very simple, Your Honour. Are you sure, Nick? If I said I can't offer an explanation, then the trial's over, right? Yeah, but... Now then, please present to this court proof the witness had a motive. Take that! I could have just gone the other way. Mr. Wellington's motive is right here! What is this? A list. These phone numbers were pulled from the memory of the phone the defendant found. And we have determined that the people on this list are members of a certain group. You looked up all those numbers? Of course. This list of phone numbers was stored in the cell phone's memory. The names and numbers belong to people who are members of a certain con artist group. What? A con artist? Can you explain why these numbers were on your phone, Mr. Wellington? This is an outrage! An invasion of privacy! Looking at the phone numbers on a person's phone is a worse crime than murder! You're one of those people. You're just like the cops who raided... Yes. I don't care, Mr. Wellington. All I want is for you to tell us what this list is about. You think any of you, know what it's like to be a refined man such as me? Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness. Objection overruled. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Why would the witness have the numbers of a group of con artists on his phone? Now, obvious, the witness is a member of that group. Mr. Wellington is a member of this very group. No! All your friends' phone numbers are stored right here on this phone. If anyone were to look into these phone numbers, it would be all over for you. That is why you had to kill. No! This is too much. That does make quite a bit of sense. Well, Mr. Wellington, would you care to explain? I got you now. That police officer. Your Honor! What is it, Mr. Payne? Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness. You said the exact same thing only a few seconds ago. Please, let's think about the content of that phone call. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. It's yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back. The defendant had already promised that she would return the phone. After that, all Mr. Wellington had to do was meet Mrs. Bird to get his phone back. Why then would he need to kill anyone? That is a valid point. What does the evidence? Why I say evidence? What does the defense think about this? Think about it logically, then it makes sense. Maybe we should be thinking outside the box. Yeah, if you think like that. Maybe that slimeball saw something at the crime scene that made it commit murder. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? Well, I don't think Mr. Wellington went to pick up his phone in a very friendly manner. But he was promised his phone, so why would he have been unfriendly to the defendant? I think he must have seen something that didn't agree with him when he got there. Well then, Mr. Wright, what was this something that didn't agree with the witness? What Mr. Wellington saw was the victim. The victim? You mean Dustin Prince? Dustin Prince had gone on his date right after his shift was over. With no time to change, he went to the park still wearing his police uniform. Oh. The girl that picked up my phone is with a policeman. He couldn't have known they were going out, so he began to worry. He was afraid the policeman would ask a few questions before returning the phone. If I do anything suspicious, he might run a check on my phone. In his mind, it was possible they had already run a check on the phone. And he went into a panic, is what you're saying. Exactly. Officer Prince was murdered simply because he was in uniform. Mr. Payne, do you have any comments? I'm thinking. It seems the truth has come out at last. The witness, Mr. Wellington, you are... Wow, those are some faces. Jesus. I love some of those faces. I need to set some of those faces in my profile picture at some point. Just for a laugh. Impressive, not bad for a person with such a third-rate education. What's that supposed to mean? The evidence! Evidence! Ugh, that guy is really creeping me out. All you've been wavering around and talking about is that suspicious cell phone. Suspicious phone number this, suspicious con group that. They're all on that phone. Who's to say that phone is really mine? Where's your proof, your evidence? You want proof that this phone is yours? I already told you earlier. That phone I've lost, I already found it. You don't have even the slightest idea who the phone in your hand belongs to. But you can be sure it isn't mine, you simpleton. What? Feels good to see you squirm. Well, you seem to have a problem on our hands with this phone. Whose phone is it? Without knowing that, it's meaningless as evidence. Your Honor! This is bad. I can't let him turn the tables on me like this. Cell phone. Has to be something I've overlooked. There's got to be. Maybe. Fingerprints on the phone? I got it. We should check for fingerprints. Fingerprints? Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Wellington must have left some prints on this phone. Nick, don't you remember? When you got that from Maggie, you wiped it off. I what? You said there was sand all over it, so... Wiped it? I wiped it. Pretty thoroughly, too. What? I mean, he can't know. It's oh so much fun watching third-rate trash babble like morons amongst themselves. Ah, he's made a complete recovery. How many times do I have to say this? My phone is right here, you see. Oh, and incidentally, you can't check the numbers stored on this phone. It must have glitched because all the numbers just magically disappeared. You've got to be joking. You erased all the numbers I was going to use as evidence. Mr. Wellington. What's this? By the tone of your voice, it sounds like you still have some fight left in you. Where did you finally find your cell phone? Oh, you are too much. And of course you had no idea what I'm talking about. Oh my god. Now I remember! Huh. Looks like they hung up. Ah, good. I finally found it. So that's when... What's wrong, Mr. Attorney? Why the harsh glare in your eyes? Nick, we worked so hard to get this far, but if you don't do something quick, he's gonna get off scot-free. I know this phone has to be his. But how am I supposed to prove something like that? Mr. Wright, if you cannot prove who the owner of that cell phone is, your indictment has no basis and therefore no power. It looks like you came up a penny short. Yeah, I'd go wrong. Don't blame yourself, you're merely a third-rate lawyer. You only made one big mistake. Who are you? What are you? That's something you haven't figured out for yourself yet. Who I am. The court hereby concludes the cross-examination. If that will be all, I'll have to bid you gentlemen and ladies goodbye. I have a reservation at that ultra-fancy restaurant on the upper side of town. Thank you for your assistance. You've had a stressful day, so please, bon appetit. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just let it go at that? Hold it! Please wait, Your Honor. Alright, Nick. I think I may be able to prove it. But, prove what, Mr. Wright? Everything! Your Honor, the cross-examination has already ended! Besides, the defense is just going to badger the witness with more inane questions. We will not harass the witness, is that clear, Mr. Wright? You hear that? No harassment allowed, Mr. Attorney! Please, Your Honor. Very well. But this is your last chance, Mr. Wright. You may present one piece of evidence to the court. Getting a one shot at this. You cannot prove everything. It's over, for your client and for you. You fully understand. Yes, I'm sure you are well aware, Your Honor, but the cross-examination period has ended. Were you paying attention, Mr. Payne? I said that Mr. Wright could present only one more piece of evidence. Oh. Now then, Mr. Wright, this is your last chance. It all comes down to this. It's go time! Please present the one piece of evidence that will explain everything. A business card. Why, thank you. How nice. Here, please have one of mine. He doesn't understand. That's funny. He just sees the business card. It's like, yeah, here's mine. And mine. But hey, at least we got it. It's written in fancy script. The ink is strong and clear, but I still can't read it. Wait, what am I doing? This isn't time to exchange your business cards. Your Honor, there is something very important about that card, and that is the back of the card. This card is important because of what is on the back. Write your cell phone number on the back, but that's exactly it. Can you please call this number from your cell phone? Huh? Right now? But court is still in session. Okay, you'll see. Okay, if you say so. The defense preparing something, Mr. Wright. We are going to call my cell phone now. And then the court will see everything for what it is. Of all the idiotic, stupid things too. He has his cell phone. Ugh! What? Why is my phone? And what is with this stupid sounding ringtone? Mr. Wellington. How strange. I could almost swear that you're holding my phone. Your? Ah! No, it can't. By the way, before I forget, thank you very much for the lump on my head this morning. Ugh. I don't think I need to explain any further except to say, when you went to retrieve your cell phone, you mistakenly took the wrong one. Ugh. Ah! I tried. And he's passed out. That's some good music, by the way. I love it. Fucking rest in peace, that guy. That is what happened. You were knocked out by Mr. Wellington. He is a man who lives on his pride and self-image alone. In order to hide his involvement with the con artist group, he has become paranoid and has lost all ability to make rational judgments. Then Mr. Wright, the phone you're holding. It's Mr. Wellington's, naturally. Speaking of that man, how is he, Mr. Payne? He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Now then, this court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird, not guilty. Hell yeah. I like how she's saluting. That is all. This court is adjourned. Confetti. What a face. I knew that the real you would shine through eventually. I'm so moved by what you've done for me, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I feel really bad for Dustin. He didn't do anything to deserve this. Probably because of me. Huh? My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. Same here! Same here. Your whole life? It can't be that bad, can it? Since I was 6 months old when I fell from the 9th floor of... Jesus! How did you survive that? Holy shit, dude. How do you survive that? Must be the opposite of lucky to survive that. When I was 6 months old, when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building, I'd been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods, failed at almost every test I've ever taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster. I never won or even tied at a game of tic-tac-toe. My life has really been nothing but a string of disasters. Same here, though. That is pretty bad. Up until I went to college, I was known as the Goddess of Misfortune. And then at the academy, everyone called me Lady Luckless. Lady Luckless? What's worse is that my misfortune always seems to latch onto those around me. What do you mean? When I see someone in trouble, I always try to help. Ah, that's right. You were talking about this earlier. It happened again recently too, sir. There was an old lady pacing back and forth by the pedestrian crosswalk. I gave her my hand and before I knew it, we were having dinner at my house. Oh. I'm sure that Dustin's gone because of me. That's not true. That glove didn't even have any sort of special meaning. It was just a present to say thanks for covering one of my night shifts. Oh, I see. Everything's all my fault. Dustin's death, your head being all messed up. Well, I don't think my head is that messed up yet. I'm going to find a new life for myself starting now. The next time we meet, I'm sure I'll have found a whole ocean's worth of good luck by then, sir. Yeah, after all, the Goddess of Misfortune is only a name. You bet, I'm gonna make it, I promise. Next time we meet, I'll only be an unlucky person instead of a goddess. That led to an improvement. Yeah, that's the spirit. Well, Mr. Wright, Maya, I should get going. Okay, good luck to you. Thanks, you take care of yourselves too. We'll probably meet her again. What a horrible day. I've got my memory back, but things are still a little fuzzy. But you're okay, and that's what counts. You really had me worried. Come on, let's go back to the office. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So this might sound bad, but, who are you? What? I thought you said you got your memory back. At that moment, everything really did come back to me. Head to Gumshoe. He's someone I've had clashes with in the past during certain cases, but he's also been a good ally during others. The Judge. He's a lovable, kind old man who is easily swayed by other people's opinions, but in the end he always comes up with the right verdict. This person, I haven't got a clue. He seems to know me, but maybe he's mistaken me for someone else? And this girl, Maya! You finally remembered. This is Maya Fey, my assistant. That's right, I have so many unforgettable memories about her. For example, Earth to Nick, what's wrong? You keep staring at me, don't tell me you miss me. Well, yeah, I suppose I have. I feel like I haven't seen you in ages. Oh? Well, I'm back now, so it's time for us to create new memories together. Alright, sounds good. All the phone numbers on my phone were erased by Mr. Wellington. I guess I had to start over from the very beginning. Come on, Nick, let's go to our usual burger joint. Okay. Actually, it hasn't even been that long since she came back into my life. And that story began on one rainy afternoon 2 months ago. Oh, there we go, we've done episode 1. Hell yeah. Reunion and Turnabout! Only 6.72% of people got to this point in the game. Man, a lot of people gave up, huh? Who the fuck is this person? Brand new episode has been added. Reunion and Turnabout. Of course we'll save. On to episode 2, chat. Reunion and Turnabout. That was no accident. Oh my god. Car! I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. Oh my god. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Innie. I finally get to see you again, and it's not your fault. You didn't do it. No, I did it. I killed that person. But that wasn't you. It doesn't matter. It might as well have been me. I bet it's, spirit stuff, I guess. Can't believe something like this happened. The events of that gloomy, rainy afternoon that started this whole mess keep playing through my mind. Ooh, June 16th. Who the fuck are you? What depressing rain. Do you understand how depressed that makes me? Do you? I guess. But actually, more than being depressed, I'm angry. Angry at that weather girl on TV. I think our little rainy spell will take a break for a day of sun. Is what that girl said. I staked my life on it. Well, it's the weather. That's why I didn't bother to bring an umbrella today. What nerve calling herself a weather girl. She's going to hear about my $1,500 suit. About your case. Unless you're planning on suing the weather girl. I'm sorry. I thought that before we got down to business, we could have some friendly chatter. My name is Dr. Turner Gray. I'm a surgeon. Remind me never to end up under his knife. I'm here today because of this incident. Malpractice at Gray's Surgical Clinic. 14 inpatients lose their lives. Oh, you're the doctor at... It's really quite upsetting. Drink. Did you hear me? Upsetting! Yes, I heard you. I agree. It's quite upsetting, Dr. Gray. The one that screwed up was that nurse! It was her that got the medications mixed up and killed those 14 patients! And yet, now listen good, and yet, that nurse had the nerve to go and die before admitting to her wrongdoing. Didn't even offer any sort of explanation to me. And this is the kicker. She up and has herself a grand old accident and crashes her car! Smash, crunch, instantly transforming her car into the accordion model. Aye, that's right. About a year ago, all the tabloid shows were talking about it. 14 victims of medical malpractice and the nurse's mysterious fatal accident. There were rumours that Dr. Gray had actually caused that crash. People said it was to forever hide the person responsible for the malpractice incident. Why would I? Now I'm just going to say this once. Why on earth would I want to kill that nurse? She's the one who killed those 14 patients, not me! I think you need to take a deep breath, Doctor, and focus. More to the point, this case is over a year old. Why bring it up now? That's simple, because the situation is slipping out of my grasp. It just won't do. My clinic isn't seeing nearly as many patients nowadays. Do you understand what that means? It means they're not coming to my clinic. Don't say. If it were me, I don't think I'd want to go either. Murpy, murp, murp, murp. I agree. So, what would you like me to do about it? I want you to help me prove I'm innocent. You do realise I'm a lawyer, not a private investigator, right? No, this is something only you can do. Maya Fey, you know this girl, correct? Maya? Why would he know her name? I heard you were working under her for a little while. Well, yes, I mean... Hey, wait a second here. I worked under her? Yes, am I wrong? She told me, so I'm not quite sure if... Well, we worked a few trials together, but she went back to her hometown to undergo more training. Ah, yes, I heard. It must be lonely for you. What? Wait, I'm not. You must be an extraordinary girl to handle such rigid training. Huh? I have an acquaintance who knows a lot about these mystical sorts of things. He's the one who introduced me to Miss Fey. Is Maya really that famous? And I've already set up an appointment. For what? How are you? I'm alright. I'm doing good. I recorded a bunch of stuff before the stream today, so my voice is actually dying as we speak. So, you know, playing this game was definitely the right choice. Oh, man. What? What else? A channeling? I'm going to have her call the spirit of that nurse that went and got herself killed. Oh. Maya. I wonder what she's up to right now. We, the women of the Fae clan, have always been spirit mediums. It's because the power to communicate with spirits flows strongly through us. Ugh, excuse me. Yes, I need a funeral for my voice after this stream, and I'm streaming this tomorrow as well, so you know. That's what she told me. I guess she's learned to accept her responsibilities and become an adult. Not counting training, this will be our first time channeling a spirit, so she gave me one condition before accepting my request. Condition? The condition is you, Mr. Wright. She said that she wouldn't do the channeling without first seeing you again. Me? That is why I've searched you out. You want to see her too, don't you? And so, that is how I ended up visiting Maya's hometown with the doctor. Crane Village. This is Crane Village, Maya's hometown. Oh, hello. Why, hello there. An odd little girl. Hey, wait up, Pearly! Someone else is coming this way. Nick! Maya. Maya, how are you? It's good to see you again. Wow, I didn't think you'd really show up. I'm like, not that big a deal. You made it sound like you were so far away. Well, maybe I exaggerated. Just a little. It was only 2 hours by train. If I'd known you were this close, I'd have visited more. No, you're not allowed. I already decided, you know. Until I become an adult, I have to work harder and be strong by myself. Oh, well. Anyway, congratulations. I'm glad to hear training is going well for you. I've got to talk to Maya. Looks like you've finally become a full-fledged medium, taking on your first job. Yeah, I didn't think it would be this soon. But this case, do you know the messy story behind it? Behold the power of the Maya Intelligence Network. Let's see, 14 people died because of malpractice on Dr. Gray's part, right? And to pin the blame on the nurse, he killed her in what appeared to be a car accident. Huh? So what is this Maya Intelligence Network anyway? Tabloids. That's what I thought. Just pulling your leg, Nick. What really happened is the exact opposite. I heard all about it from Dr. Gray. Oh, come on, Nick. I wouldn't take a crazed killer as a client. That's too scary even for me. Yeah, I guess so. So this is your hometown, am I? Yep, Crane Village, but I've heard people call this place Medium Valley, too. Interesting. So everyone that lives here is a spirit medium? Pretty much. Most of my ancestors were too, I think. That's probably true since the Fae ability to communicate with the dead is so strong. Actually, only the women of this village are mediums. What do the men do? They usually work someplace outside the village. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you about that girl I saw earlier. Do you know her? Oh, you mean Pearly? Pearly? Pearl Faye, she's my cousin. Isn't she adorable? Just like yours truly. Cousin? Wait, then that means, is she also a... Yep, she's a medium too. Pearly's a real genius when it comes to channeling. I see. I hope I didn't scare her when I tried to talk to her earlier. Nah, it's not you. My aunt drilled it into her head that if a suspicious looking person tries to talk to you, run away. Suspicious looking? Well, you're not wearing training clothes for starters. Oh, of course not. Pearly is my aunt's most valued treasure, so she's not allowed to go outside of town. She doesn't know much about the world outside of Crane Village. Aunt? Pearly's mother is my aunt. Duh. Come on, Nick. Well, Nick, I've got to get going. It's about time for the channeling to start. Huh? Oh, yeah. I'm doing the channeling in my house, so come on in, okay? After I'm done, we can grill up some juicy burgers. Alright, good luck, Maya. Thanks! Alright. Well, at least she's still the same perky Maya. Meditation. Ah, Mr. Wright, I'm so glad you showed. Some nice weather we're having today. Aren't you happy? No, not at all. That stupid weather girl made the wrong call again. It will rain cats and dogs today, she said with a straight face. I can't believe they allow such misguided reports on the public airwaves. Looks like talking about the weather with this guy is just asking for punishment. Anyway, this is a splendid manor. No argument there, it's hard to believe that this is Maya's house, though. I was given a guide map to this building. Here, Mr. Wright, I have a copy for you too. I'll move to the channeling chamber. Oh, this isn't creepy. Wow, it's such a strange atmosphere in here. These flickering lights, I guess they're candles. Who the hell are you? Good sir, who might you be? Aha! My name is Phoenix, Wright? Oh, you must be that good sir. Good sir, is she talking about me? You are a lawyer, aren't you, not good sir? I've heard much about you from Mystic Maya. Is that so? Mystic Maya. I am Mystic Maya's aunt, Morgan Fay. Nice to meet you. Ah, I wanted to speak with you about a certain incident, good sir. It would seem that perhaps you asked too much of Mystic Maya in performing your duties. Most unbecoming, I'm afraid. Huh? Don't tell me you have already forgotten. That was it, not for Mystic Maya and her assistants, you would surely not have won. Just a girl that runs away and now an old lady who says I stink at doing my job. When did I become the poster boy for how not to make a first impression? Past is the past though, let us speak of the present now. Ah, thank you. So why do you add Mystic to Maya's name? Isn't that a little strange? Good sir! Yes. How dare you be so rude and disrespectful towards Mystic Maya? I'm sorry. She must be addressed by a proper title, good sir. You must call her Mystic Maya. So about Mystic Maya, it is the blood. Excuse me? Blood? Mystic Maya carries the blood of the Master. In actuality, she is the only one remaining. One remaining? What's that supposed to mean? Mystic Maya is the last of the rightful heirs of the Curane channeling technique. Okay, then where do you stand? That is a little more complicated. Although a woman of the Fae clan, I am merely a member of the Branch family. Branch family? What's that? It is as it sounds, for a member of the Branch family, no matter her spiritual power, she can never become the master of the Curane school. So, how strong are you? It is a shame, however I will admit, I cannot even begin to compare the lowliness of my power to the Master's. So that's how it is. So today's channeling will be our first? Yes, good sir. Because the spirit of a person who dies in a traffic accident is usually very strong, it is usually easier to call that person to our world. Traffic accident, indeed. The channeling will take place here in this channeling chamber, good sir. As you can see, I am in the process of preparing. So, this room is the channeling chamber? Place where a spirit medium speaks with those who have departed. I don't suppose you'd mind if we observed the session. Do not even think of such nonsense. Only the medium and the client may enter here. Oh. The secrets of the arranged techniques cannot be seen by just anybody. I never stopped Maya from doing it in front of me before. It is also for your safety, good sir, if something were to go wrong. And that is why, while channeling is being performed, that heavy door is securely locked. Oh, that's what the lock is for. Oh, yes. I wonder if you have yet to meet Pearl, good sir. Oh? She is an adorable, angelic young girl. Oh, that odd. She is my daughter. Now then, what was it you were about to say? What a cute daughter you have. A pure heart that knows not of the evils in this world is a powerful thing, good sir. And fucking drink. Like she's drinking on screen. Please refrain from affiliating with her, I request. Well, it's not like I had the chance to anyway. I must insist and stress that you not let it occur. Okay, I get it. Move to the winding way. Wow, this garden is really breathtaking. Someone put a lot of love into it. What is that over there? That an incinerator? It looks a little out of place in a garden like this. I've got to move back to the side room. This is the side room. Looks like it's more of a break room. There is bedding spread out on the floor. It looks like someone's sleeping in one. I shouldn't disturb them. Hey, you! Hold on now. This gal's got a few questions to ask. I'm sure I've heard that southern accent somewhere before. Oh. Huh. What a heart. Oh, well I be, it's Mr. Phoenix Wright. How you been? Haven't seen you in what, a year? You are, lot of hair. A lot of hair? Oh, I gotta pick a lot of hair first. Lot of hair, was it? Lot of who? Wait, you best not be making fun of my hair now. No, I wasn't making fun, I was complimenting you on your fine hair. I dare say you're one heartless man, Mr. Wright. It was because of my testimony that your friend got out of being guilty. It looks like you already forgot that. Hold up! You were working with the prosecution at first as one of their witnesses. You came after us as if we were a piece of sirloin steak. Minor details. Stop being so uptight, letting little things get in the way. The name's Hart, not a heart, so you can go forgetting it. Oh yeah, that's it. Now listen here, I'm here to take some pictures today. I'm gonna get myself a real scoop. So I guess you're still at it? Being a photographer, I mean. You betcha, the hardest working one out there, I reckon. Didn't I say I was gonna make a name for myself as a famous paranormal photographer? Oh, that's right. There's a human chat. 2.12%. Reply with a lot of hair when talking with a lot of. There ain't no time to be wasting time. Challenging's about to get started. That time already? We all should hurry up and get to the meditation room. What are you waiting around for? Come on! What a heart, huh? I've been judging her harshly because of that case. But I guess looking back, we had some good times too. We will now begin the channeling. Mystic Myra and honoured guests, please proceed into the channeling chamber. With this, I can finally swat all those pesky flies once and for all. You hear me? They won't be able to say a single bad thing about me after this. You would love to hear them apologise, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you, Mr. Wright? Me? Oh, yeah, sure would. Mystic Maya, do you have the channeling chamber key? Yep, right here. That is most satisfactory. That key is one of a kind, so please take care of it well. It'll be fine, Aunt Morgan. I won't lose it, trust me. Okay, Dr. Gray, let's get started. Finally! Let's go! Now let us wait patiently out here for them. Please have some lovely bitter green tea and jaw-droppingly large strawberry desserts. Hold on now, Granny. Granny? How come we ain't allowed in that room? Dear madam, you have an impressive grasp of English. From where did you learn it? What? I'm from the heart of the heartland. That's so. Then I humbly request that you return to the heartland. What do you... This is Karain Village. If you cannot follow our traditions and rules, we request that you leave! Sorry. Wow, she shut Lola up. Now that's impressive. Now then, let us wait. Bang! Hey now, what was that just now? Came from inside the chanting chamber. Hey, that's a gunshot! Excuse me? I've heard that sound before. It's a gunshot. I bet my afro on it. Maya's in there. Oh boy. Break into the chamber. Well, Mr. Lawyer, what's the plan? What else? We're going to break in. What? But there's only one key and that kid's got it. We're going to have to break in. We're going to have to break the door. Is that alright, Miss Faye? Well, yes, but there is one matter. That is, don't try to stop me. You can send a repair bill to the Wright and Co. law offices later. Yeah, now that's what I call being a man. Oh good, he's dead. Dr. Gray! I was murdered. Maya? That man murdered me. So I killed him. What? Lola, at a time like this, I was like, this are perfect for snapping up shots. But anyway, what's going on here? Scout, is she Maya? Step away from there! Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. But, hurry before there are more victims here. Hey, let's go, city boy. Leave this to the granny. Well, my cell phone doesn't get reception way out here. So I ended up using the phone booth to call the police. And they're on their way. That's good. Lordy, I saw a genuine, mysterious phenomenon. Seems really on edge because of all this. Not that I blame her. I'm scared to death by what's going on. Move to the side room. Ah, Mr. Wright. Miss Faye, how's, Mystic Maya? He has returned to this world. The spirit severing technique was successful. Let me see her, please. He is still unconscious. I humbly request that you wait outside for her recovery. I guess I just have to wait. The police are here. Sorry to keep you waiting. Huh? You again? What are you doing all the way out here to Gumshoe? It's actually kind of funny. I was in the area for a business trip, pal. Well, time to check out the crime scene. I'll have to question everyone here later on. So just sit tight, alright? Why is he grinning at me? Can I show you to the scene of the crime, Detective Jim Shoe? My name isn't Jim Shoe. The two of them went into the channeling chamber. I guess all I can do for now is see what everyone else has to say. I'm pretty sure there was someone sleeping here earlier. Like, how can I help you? Who the fuck is this person? Ah! So isn't it about time to start? Huh? Time to start what? You know, like the channeling. Channeling? Oh, no, actually the situation has kind of changed. Huh? Like, what do you mean? Please stay calm, but there has been a murder. So, like, a murder is that thing where, like, one person kills another, right? Yes! A person had killed another person! Oh, that's... what are the words I'm looking for? It's like totally a bummer. Food. Look at her, like, shimmy. Yeah. After all that effort, that's all she had to say? Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to, like, introduce myself. My name is Innie Minnie. Fuck, dude. Oh, they love naming their characters in this game, don't they? Innie Minnie. Are you fucking kidding me? Or Innie Minnie. I bet it's Innie Minnie. At the college, I'm researching and studying parapsychology. Parapsychology? That's right. I think people like usually call it occult studies or something. Like supernatural phenomenon, ESP and psychic powers, that sort of stuff. That's pretty out there. I'm Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. So what brings you out here today? So I was the one who told Dr. Gray about this place. He asked me, like, do you know of a good spirit medium? Dr. Gray did say something about being introduced to this place. Because, like, talking to dead people and, like, multiple personalities are my thing. I see, then why were you taking a nap here? Like, I wasn't feeling good. Huh? I'm, like, allergic to sesame seeds. They, like, must have put some in the food they served for lunch. Oh, that doesn't sound fun. So I, like, felt sick and came in here to, like, sleep. I totally feel like I've wasted my time because I, like, slept a long time. You were sleeping here the whole time? Yeah, ever since lunch. You don't know anything about the murder that took place? Like, what? Oh, that. I, like, totally know nothing. So, who was, like, you know, killed? Surgeon that requested the channeling Dr. Gray. You and Dr. Gray knew each other, right? Oh dear. I don't know any Dr. Gray. Oh really? Then what was all that talk about him earlier? Huh? Well, like a long time ago, I was like a patient. Yeah. Sounds like she's trying to hide something. Move to the Crane Village. There's no one here, as usual. Ack! Hey, how are you? You're Pearl, right? Silent as ever. What's that she got in her hand? I've seen it somewhere before. I've got to move to the village, so... She's probably scared of her wits after having a murder take place right by her. Huh? Ah! Don't let it be me next! Eek! Don't scare me like that! What do you mean? You're the one scaring me! If I weren't so tough, you'd have another dead body on your hands. Mine! Hey, mister, that gal, Maya, she wasn't the one who pulled the trigger, was she? Physically, yes, but mentally, probably not. Oh, yeah. Lola doesn't know that when Maya is channeling, her whole physical appearance changes. And again, wasn't there only the two of them in there? I reckon she must have done it then. Lola, what do you know about Dr. Gray? Not much, but I did some digging. That's one gent with a bad reputation. Really? I hear he's good at surgery and stuff, but his personality stinks like wet sheep. I sort of got the same impression myself. He's real controlling. As soon as his nurse or patients don't do what he says, he starts a hollering. Must have been real rough to work for him. Did you see or notice anything that stuck out at you? Well, maybe one thing. What is it? Turns out my poor stomach's not good at handling this kind of thing. What? Curses and ghosts and stuff coming back to get you? This is just too much, I say. What is too much? Being an occult photographer. That's some scary stuff, so I think I'm going to try being a celebrity photographer now. Going after photos more within your reach from now on? More glamour, less gore? What's up? Oh yeah! What is it? I took some hot pictures earlier. Huh? Remember? I took some pictures of the murder scene inside. Ah, she did! 2 even! The seance murder. I sure like the ring of that. It'll be a sensational story. Lola. Sorry, but my journalistic sense is burning inside me. It's kind of run, but I'm heading back in. Gotta beat those cops to the scoop of the century. I don't know who's scarier, Lola or the spirits. And why does it feel like we've been through this before? Move to the channeling chamber. Police are busily running here and there. And I don't see Maya anywhere. Hey, you! Don't touch anything! Look, I really need to ask you some questions. Don't look at me like I'm some sort of uncaring jerk. Tell you what, pal, I'll let you ask me a few questions, alright? About Maya, I hate to break this to you, pal, but with the way things look now, that girl's the only one who could have done it. Yeah, only Maya and the victim were inside this room after all. But Maya is... You can ask more about her later, pal. Right now, I've got a job to do, and that's collecting evidence. Detective Gumshoe looks like a real professional. And yet, something about his expression still looks the same. So, Dr. Gray was shot with a gun, huh? He was shot in the forehead. But he was also stabbed in the chest with a knife. Knife? Basically, the Vic was first stabbed and then he was shot. Let's go to the meditation. Oh, dear madam, you have such impeccable timing. Like, what's all the buzz? Alright, everyone listen up. You too, pal. I'm gonna give you all a brief update. Right now, it looks like the investigation is not going to be done until real late. That is a terrible shame. I propose that everyone sleep here under the roof of the Fey Manor tonight. What a mess. I can't believe how crazy this day turned out. Maya was arrested and taken away by the police. I don't see myself getting any sleep tonight. June 20th. Morning. I guess I must have nodded off at some point. Hope Maya's okay. I should hurry and get to the detention center ASAP. Oh boy, we've been here again. Deja vu, right? Fucking deja vu. It's exactly the same with the fucking first game. Maya's locked up, but she actually kind of did it. She didn't really did it. She didn't want to do it, but, you know, there's not really much we can do here. Nick! Maya, what am I going to do? Never imagined it would turn out like this. Calm down, Maya. Take deep breaths. Come to think of it, the first time I met her, it all started right here in this detention center. Exactly! That's what I just said! Fucking deja vu! I finally get to see you again, and not your fault. You didn't do it. No, I did it. I killed that person. But that wasn't you. Doesn't matter. It might as well have been me. I was too weak. And I couldn't control the spirit's power, so... I don't want to bring up the case quite yet, but... You don't have to be nice to me. I understand. Oh boy, this is depressing. You're the master or something of the Crane School of Channeling. Actually, my mother is for now, but since that title has passed from mother to daughter, I guess I will be someday. But many people think that channeling isn't real, so that it's all just an act. You believe in us, don't you? Yeah, because I've seen it with my own eyes. When Maya's channeling a spirit, not only her voice but her whole physical appearance changes. It's a supernatural phenomenon that occurs every time. It happened this time too. Dr. Gray said that he wanted to call the nurse, so... Maya's body must have taken on that nurse's appearance. What exactly happened in the channeling chamber? I went into that room with Dr. Gray, locked the door, and sat down across from him. Okay. We closed our eyes and I began the channeling. It sounded kind of creepy, like the beginning of a scary story. And that's the last thing I remember. What? After a spirit comes into my body, I lose myself, my consciousness. Then you don't remember a single thing? When I came to, I was being held in my aunt's arms. And there was blood all over my clothes. Oh, but I do remember having a dream. A dream? Not that kind of dream, hopefully. What kind of dream did you have while you were channeling? I can't remember it all that well, but I was dead and buried in the ground. But that's a very morbid dream. I couldn't move and it was unbearable, really suffocating. It went something like that. I see. I have no idea what to say to that. There was a really familiar smell too. Under the ground? Yeah, I can't quite place it, but I know I smelt that same scent before. I guess this is about all the information I'm going to gather for today. I'll be back later, Maya. In the meantime, please make sure you prepare it, okay? Huh? It? What is it? The document requesting me to be your attorney, of course. But... what's wrong? Are you sure? I mean, I'm guilty. I'm a murderer. No one's decided that yet. But I did. I killed that person with these two hands. That's enough, Maya. It's hopeless. If you defend me, you'll lose, I'm sure. Stop it! Help me. Nick, help me, I'm scared. Don't worry, I will. When is the trial? Sounds like tomorrow. As usual, 0 prep time. Alright, I'm going now. Wait. This jewel. This is called a Magatama. It's a magical charm and it's always protected me. Give this to Pearly and I'm sure she'll lend you her spiritual powers. Guess I'm going back to the challenge chamber. I have to save Maya no matter what. It's her life on the line. What in the world happened in that room yesterday? Meditation room nurtures all mediums young and old. Even mediums in training, I'd wager, but it's pretty deserted today. Probably because of the murder yesterday. Alright. It looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here today. I should take this chance and thoroughly check this room. If I'm lucky, I might uncover a clue or two. Oh, Mr. Wright. Good morning. I am on my way to go meet Mystic Maya, and I thought to bring her some items to make her feel more at home. Namely, tea so bitter you lose your tongue and jaw-droppingly large strawberry desserts. I'm sure Maya will be very grateful. That's Mystic Maya, good sir. Oh, she is one scary lady. Oh dear, sweet Mystic Maya. Oh, wept constantly for you last night, as did I. I know it's important for me to search the site, but I should ask her some questions too while I have the chance. It's a beautiful and expensive folding screen. It also looks quite old. There seems to be some sort of sacred text written on it, but I can't read it. This is... the hole! Could this have been made by a bullet? Alright. Morgan. I'd like to ask you a few questions about what happened yesterday. You mean that awful tragedy? That man murdered me. So I killed him. Maya? Step away from there! Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. What happened here in this room after I left? Well, first I struck Mystic Maya on the head. To make her go unconscious, correct? That is correct. Next I performed the spirit severing technique. The spirit of that nurse was inside of Mystic Maya's body. I used the technique to send the nurse's spirit back to the other world. One of this kind of testimony is even admissible in a court of law. By the way, what is this room exactly? Channeling chamber. This room was created for the sole purpose of preventing such a tragedy as yesterday. What do you mean? Sometimes when an inexperienced medium calls in especially strong spirit, that spirit may become violent and revolt as you witnessed yesterday. Revolt? But how? When a spirit enters a medium's body, she loses her will and her self steps aside. Put it another way, the spirit is borrowing the medium's body, good sir. But isn't that extremely dangerous? An experienced medium has little problem controlling a spirit, but Mystic Maya, that was her first channeling. And that was why I insisted on locking the door. However, I never thought that would be calling danger upon the client himself. I'm grateful that one of our heirlooms was not damaged in this horrible accident. And that would be that folding screen there. It is the Karain Sacred Writings. Along with the Karain Sacred Urn, they are this village's most treasured possessions. If I ever found out that something had happened to either one... oh, the humanity. Odd for her to be worrying about the folding screen at a time like this. I guess this isn't just some dilapidated old screen after all. So, how is Pearl today? Mr. Wright? Yes. In this world, Pearl is my most treasured possession. When compared to even Mystic Maya, Pearl has the spiritual power to become a master. Very impressive. Until now, the women of the Branch family have thought themselves to be inferior. But Pearl is different. Her spiritual strength is so great, it's even greater than some of the main family. Yes, Pearl is a channeling prodigy and is the pride of the Branch family. Wow, she's really fired up now. In any case, our world is so different from yours, perhaps it is best for you to quit, good sir. Quit? Quit what? Well then, I do believe it is time for me to take my leave. Alright, please tell Maya I said hi. What was that? Mystic Maya. I will tell her. Side room. Little Pearl isn't here today. Maybe she's at school? Oh, hey. Like, you're that guy from yesterday. The, dentist guy. No, I'm a lawyer. That's right, Mr. Smith, Esquire. That's right. Wait, I mean, you're wrong. My name is Wright. Smith, right, well, I got like 3 letters at least. I don't think she gets the point. Anyway, why are you here? So, like, I study this thing called parapsychology at this college, and, you told me about that yesterday, the sesame allergy too. What I'd really like to know is why you're still here today. Oh, so, like, that's what you meant. Like, you should have been more, like, clear about it. Sorry, my bad. Nah, it's okay. Like, it's really... That's it? Why do you stop mid-sentence? Did I? So, like, what was I talking about again? If what I've ever wanted another genuine mysterious phenomenon, it's right here. So, why are you still here today? Like, there's so much for me to, like, study here. Like, what? Like, the medium's training, or, like, how they inherit their spiritual power. I suppose this village is the real thing, after all. So, like, I asked if I could stay here for, like, a little longer. Sure seems like the carefree type, at least, on the surface. Have you heard about the murder? It's, like, totally scary, she says with a silly smile plastered on her face. So, do you know anything about it that might help? Somehow, I don't think she has a grip on reality, let alone what's going on here. About the victim, Dr. Gray, I don't know who you're talking about. Like, wait, I think you asked about him, like, yesterday, too. That's right, her reaction yesterday when I asked was... You and Dr. Gray knew each other, right? I don't know any Dr. Gray. Oh, really? Then what was all that talk about earlier? Huh? Well, like a long time ago, I was like a patient, yeah. Okay, she is definitely hiding something from me. Like, is something wrong? Oh, hey, Pearl's back. Ah! You surprised me. And how are you today? I guess she isn't open to friendly chatting. Huh? She's still holding something in her hand. It looks like the same thing she held yesterday. Oh yeah, Maya said to give this to you. Oh dear. Ah! I'm in trouble now. If Morgan sees us like this, I'll be the next one they're channeling. That's Mystic Maya's. Huh? He actually spoke. Who are you? I'm Phoenix Wright. I worked with Maya. Worked with Mystic Maya? You're Mr. Nick, right? Excuse me? I better know who she picked Nick from. I know who you are. You're Mystic Maya's special someone. What? So then, of course, you're going to help Mystic Maya, aren't you? That's what you're going to do, right? Well, yeah, I will. Oh wow, it's like a beautiful fairy tale. That earnest look shining brightly in your eyes. It must be true love. Well, what? Why am I being boiled into a bright red lobster by this little kid? I'm so jealous of Mystic Maya. Ah, what a wonderful relationship. Wait, I mean, things aren't like... Hee, I can tell you're a good person. Alright, Mr. Nick. I may be small, but I'm going to help you in any way I can. That was wild. Oh, are you friends with Maya? I feel very grateful to be friends with her. She's so great. I want to be like Mystic Maya when I grow up. I really look up to her. Wow, I had no idea Maya was so revered. Usually when people don't use Mystic Maya's title, I get mad. Oh, sorry. But if it's you, Mr. Nick, then it's okay. Because you're special to her. Where in the world did she get an idea like that? By the way, this may be rude, but which channeling school are you from? Channeling school? Yes, for example, I studied the Crane technique. I get it. No, I'm a lawyer. A lawyer. Lawyer? Yep. Is that related to spirit mediums in any way? None that I know of. Wait, are you telling me you don't know what a lawyer is? I'm sorry, but I have no idea. I did say Pearl doesn't know much about the outside world. What's that you got in there, Pearl? Oh, this? I found it yesterday. If you want it, I can give it to you. Yes. Alright, well, if you really want to give it to me. You look like a child at a toy store, Mr. Nick. He not only speaks in a refined manner, but laughs in one too. Mr. Nick? Yes, Pearls? I can call you that, right? You're too cute to just call you Pearl. Sure, Mr. Nick. Are you sure it's okay for me to have this Magatama? Yeah, it's okay. I was told to give it to you. But I can't accept something like this. All I really should do is charge this Magatama with spiritual energy. Spiritual energy? Please take this. I'm sure it'll be helpful. What do you mean? It will let you see people's secrets. See people's secrets? Yes. If it's alright with you, I would like to accompany you for a little while. I can explain the Magatama's power to you when we meet someone hiding a secret. Oh, hell yeah, new freaking gameplay mechanic. Yeah, I'm gonna go and make my lunch. I will be back, because I am very hungry. Alright, I gotta move. The meditation room. Hey, it's you, pal. So you're gonna be a lawyer, I bet. Yep. Oh. I really feel bad for you, pal. Just this once, I wish I could be on your side. There's a gumshoe. Yeah, but I shouldn't be saying that kind of stuff to you. Hey, you're a cute kid. Hahaha. I'm not scary. Honest. Wow, I never knew Gumshoe liked kids. Hey, I know. I'll show you something cool. How's this? It's a real genuine pistol. Detective Gumshoe, what are you doing showing her something that dangerous? Oh, sorry. What about mine the charges against her? I don't think you can win, pal. If we're talking about proof, we got a few pieces. You got proof? Yeah, pal. That puppy head photographer's gonna testify tomorrow. You must be talking about water. Actually, speaking of water. I took some hot pictures earlier. Huh? Remember? I took some pictures at the murder scene inside. Those hot pictures. I wonder what a camera captured. Guys, you must have realised by now, pal. There's no way anyone other than Maya Fey could have done it. What am I supposed to say to Pearls now? About Dr. Gray, the victim wasn't super famous, but people still knew who he was. His face was all over those tabloid shows last year. Yeah, I know. I was looking through some newspapers from last year and... Huh? I could have sworn I had. I cut an article out, but I guess I must have lost it. He's searching for his pockets, and boy, are those big. They look really interesting too. Hey, do you have a copy, pal? A copy of that article? I think Dr. Gray might have brought a copy to the office when he came by. About Maya's trial tomorrow. I've got 2 pieces of news for you, pal. Ooh. Yeah, bad news and even worse news. So what do you want to hear first? I don't really care. It doesn't change the fact that I'm not gonna like it. Alright, pal, well, the prosecutor for the trial is Prosecutor Von Oh. Him again? What? Von Karma? Fucking this guy. Manfred Von Karma, he was an awe-inspiring veteran prosecutor. He never lost a case in the 40 years of his career, and he raised a fearsome disciple. A horrible aftertaste of the evil he force-fed me is something I'll never forget. Wait a sec. Didn't Von Karma stand trial, That's where the other piece of bad news comes in. The Von Karma you're facing tomorrow is actually his successor. Oh. Successor? There's another fucking Von Karma? Bruh. Whoa, who is the successor to Von Karma? Military powers prosecute Von Karma's kid. His kid became a prosecutor real young, like 13, and hasn't lost a trial since. That's what they call a prodigy, pal. Kid, huh? Wait a sec. 13? The kid became a prosecutor at the age of 13? I mean, a prodigy like that, I would have heard something about. Oh, no, the kid was born and raised in Germany, pal. That country's got a lot of stuff and is as great a place to develop a person's talents. Germany, huh? That's probably why I've never heard of this person. Still, all it takes is someone mentioning the name Von Karma. And I get terrible flashbacks to that case. Stop it! Get a grip on yourself, Phoenix. None of that matters anymore, now that he's gone. Dude, it feels like I've been gone forever. But it's only been one day. Oh, that's right. There's that newspaper Dr. Gray bought the other day. Ah, here it is, right on top of my desk. This is the only thing he left behind that's going to be of any help. I've got back to the meditation room. Dr. Gray brought this over to my office the other day and... Hey! It's that news story, the one about the malpractice suit. 14 patients died and it caused a huge stink. Yeah, but that's not all, pal. Things only got worse after that. You mean the car accident? The nurse died in? Oh, here we go. I brought my own clipping with me today. Here, pal, this is for you. Alright, thanks. Yay. Hello again, we seem to be seeing a lot of each other today. Aw, she's like totally cute. Is she like your daughter? What? No! How old do you think I am? I want to ask you about the victim, Dr. Gray. I, like, totally don't know him. Oh, there we go. What the fuck? Ack, what is that? You can see it, can't you, Dr. Nick? Why is it Dr. Nick? There's fucking Simpsons on my mind, apparently. Mr. Nick. I've got the fucking Simpsons on the brain, apparently. Fucking saying Dr. Nick. Hi, everybody! You can see the lock on that person's heart. Huh? What? This is the power of the Magatama. And you can see these Cyclops, Mr. Nick. Cyclops, huh? The more someone wants to hide their secret, the more locks you'll see. If it's only one, I think you can easily unlock it. Unlock? But how? Please use Mystic Maya's Magatama on this person. Let's remove the lock. I have no idea what she's talking about, but I guess I'll give it a try. You must be careful though, Mr. Nick. If you make a mistake, it will hurt you. If you don't think you have the proof you need, you must have the courage to stop. Well, I've got to start somewhere. Let's give the Cyclops thing a try. Take that! In locks. The victim. I believe you do know who Dr. Gray is. I told you, like, how many times do I, like, have to repeat myself? If you're, like, so totally sure, then where's, like, your proof? Well, it may be possible that you never actually met Dr. Gray in person. I do believe you might have at least indirectly known of him. Like, what do you mean, like, indirectly? Try to show that the possibility existed for now. Something that shows a possible connection between Innie and Dr. Gray. Take a look at this newspaper clipping. Like, what is it? A story about an accident? Please read the victim's name. Mimi Minnie. Minnie is a pretty rare last name, wouldn't you say? Miss Mimi Minnie. Mimi Minnie. Mimi! Like fucking Starlight Glimmer. Miss Mimi Minnie wouldn't happen to be a relative of yours, would you? So you know this. She was my older sister. I'm sorry about your loss. Your sister, was she a nurse? Perhaps at Dr. Gray's surgical clinic? Gray's surgical clinic. I don't think I need to tell you that the clinic was run by the victim, Dr. Turner Gray. This is how you knew of Dr. Gray. You knew him through your sister. Alright. Please, tell me all you know about Dr. Gray. My sister's name was Mimi Minnie. She was like a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic. That's what I thought. I heard that like Dr. Gray was really tough on people. Like a total slave driver. I bet she was the one who killed him. My sis was like always coming home totally wiped out because she was overworked. Wiped out so that is why she fell asleep at the wheel? A guy like drove my sis so hard, so like that's why that incident happened. The one where 14 patients died from malpractice? Yep, like I think that was the doctor's fault too. My sis was pushed by like everyone's expectations and like her duties and stuff. And that pushed her to her death. Oh, I'm sorry. So like, are we done? I've like already told my story to like everyone. You understand now, Mr. Nick? This is how a cyclop works. Well, I don't plan to pry into people's hearts unless I absolutely need to. Block this time was pretty easy, but you might meet people who aren't as willing to give in later on. If you don't have enough proof, be careful and know when to stop trying. That was wild. Mr. Nick? What's wrong? I have never left Karain Village. Really? Wow, that's pretty amazing. You're going to meet with Mystic Maya, aren't you? Please tell her I said hi. Hey, wait! You ran off again. Well, I know Innie's secret now, but I still don't have any idea how I'm going to see Maya. I don't even know if I should go in there with a smile or a straight face. What am I supposed to do? I'm almost out of time. Can I really do anything? Can I really save her? Sorry to keep you waiting. Huh? Must be Maya. It's been a long time, hasn't it, Phoenix? Oh no. That voice. Oh boy, here we go again. Mia! Even without me being here, it looks like you've learned to stand on your own. He's fucking back! You gonna bail me out again? Mia, she's Maya's older sister and my mentor. She was a top-notch defense lawyer, but a certain case forced her into retirement. But whenever I'm in trouble, she comes to help, just like this. A spirit comes back from the other world and borrows Maya's body for a bit. Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face in front of your client. A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets, and especially when it's bad. Yeah. You can't smile at the end if you haven't been smiling the whole way there. In any case, the face you're making now is no face to show a client, Phoenix. So tell me all about it. I'm gonna guess that my sister is in a lot of trouble again. I told her everything about what had happened in the last 2 days. Mia closed her eyes deep in thought while she listened. I see. Mia, what am I supposed to do? Pretty clear what a good lawyer does in this situation. And that is, tell me please, believe in your convictions. And fight for the complete acquittal of your client. Wait, Maya's not guilty? How can you be so sure? I know she is, and I'll give you a hint as to why. Yes? Mediums can't have dreams. They can't? From what you told me, it sounds like Maya was having a dream while channeling. Yeah, she said she dreamt that she had died and had been buried in the ground. But that is impossible. You've heard it from her, I'm sure, when a medium channels, her own spirit disappears. Which means that it's impossible for her to dream during that time. Then what does this mean? I think it's safe to bet that Maya was set up. Set up? It's up to you to blow the lid on this case tomorrow and show how she was set up. How am I supposed to prove her innocence when I have nothing to go on? You're looking for a clue, it's already in your hands. It is? Just as it sounds, Phoenix, you already hold the key. Really? Come on, show me the key to this case. The key, huh? Alright, I'll show it to her, the key I hold. It's literally the key. Wait, have you seen this key before? Ah, the key. It's literally the key to understanding everything that's happened in this case. This key? Phoenix, listen, right now that key is sitting in your hand. However, it shouldn't be. It contradicts the facts. What does she mean? I'm certain this key will be the piece of evidence that makes your case tomorrow. You already know everything you need to know. You know what the key to this case is. That is enough. But, how can I win tomorrow without knowing who the real murderer is? Who could have? I didn't know at the time. This day was going to end with a turn for the surprising. Oh, she has a Cyclops too. Mia, what? What's wrong? That's right, only I can see the Cyclops. Which means Mia must know something about the real murderer. But for this to be something that she would hide under lock and key from even me. What in the world is going on? I'm sure we're about to find out. Let's do it. Here we go. What? Prosecutor Von Karma? You mean? No, I heard it's his successor this time. Successor? Manfred Von Karma was a really sinister man. He pulled all sorts of nasty tricks all so he could win. He was a man obsessed with the word perfection. He had a perfect record for 40 long years. Who knows what sorts of dirty tricks he used to get each of those guilty verdicts. And now his successor, I wonder what kind of person they will turn out to be. It's no good. Mystic Maya! Hurley! You showed up! Flames are coming all this way. I was really worried about you. Hey, where's your mother? Didn't you two come together? Mother is watching over the trainees. She said they have training for 2 days straight with no breaks. Huh? Then you came all by yourself? Yep, I snuck out of the manor and followed the map. Don't tell me you walked all the way here. Of course not, I ran! Bruh. I can't. Oh my. If it takes 2 hours by train, oh man. Ellie, what about the train? Huh? What's a train? I give up. It's time, isn't it? I'm really scared. What if Von Karma tries to do something to me? At least I know Mr. Edgeworth would be nicer to me than Von Karma. Mr. Edgeworth? Who is that? He's Nick's rival. Well, he's also a friend. I still remember him as though I had seen him only yesterday. Banger alert. Hell yeah. Every trial was a scorchingly fierce battle until the very end. There's always back and forth with them, but when you're rivals for life... Maya! Please don't mention that name ever again. Huh? But why, Nick? I'm sorry, Maya, I forgot you don't know. He's gone, and he's not coming back. What? Wait a second, what's that supposed to mean? What will commence shortly? Please proceed into the courtroom. Let's go. Now's not the time to talk about that anyway. Nick. I'm gonna have my own Cyclops. Oh, here we go. Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. Are the prosecution and defense prepared? Hello. What is with this kid? Mr. Wright, are you prepared? Huh? Yes, Your Honor. Why does he always seem mad at me? Mr. Phoenix Wright. You must be a little shocked because I'm a woman, correct? Hold on, so she's the famed successor to Prosecutor Von Karma? I am Franziska Von Karma, the prodigy. I see. I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason. Revenge. That's a whip. Why has she got a whip? You can't have a weapon in the courtroom, lady. You're not allowed that. Who let her sneak that in? Revenge? Is this about her father, Manfred Von Karma? If it's something of a personal nature, I'm sure you can... Oh! I'm talking. You just assaulted a judge. That's like a crime right there, but I'm sure no one will care. What the fuck? If you interrupt again, my whip will do the speaking for me. Please speak with your mouth, like a normal person, I beg of you. Yow! Make no mistake, I will defeat you. Prepare to go down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Prosecutor Von Karma, your opening statement, please. Those of Von Karma blood have only one fate, and that is perfection. The defendant, Maya Fey, will find no escape from her guilt on my watch. Very well. What is the defense's position, Your Honor? Does the defense wish to enter a plea and not guilty? Yes. Foolish fool who foolishly dreams of foolish dreams. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. I'll allow 10 minutes for me to play with you. No way, it's like 10 minutes. 10 minutes is all I can spare to play with you. That's the line. I give the defense 10 minutes before it changes its plea. That's right, I'll have you running for the justified self-defense plea in no time. Justified self-defense. A plea usually reserved for when a person unintentionally kills and defends themselves. You could very easily make a solid case that it was self-defense, but... The defense stands by the plea of not guilty, Your Honor. Because the plea justified self-defense is to say you did kill someone. Bruh. How foolish. That's how you want to play it, Mr. Phoenix, right? I shall now call the first one. He's just as scary as a father like daughter, I suppose. Witness, your name and occupation? Yes, sir, my name is Dick Gumshoe. I'm a detective at a local precinct. Ah! Get to the point already. Explain to the court the details of this murder. Yes, sir. If everyone would please look at this map. Channeling chamber has no windows and the door was locked shut. At the time of the murder, only the victim and the defendant were in the room. What were they doing in there? They were channeling a spirit, sir. Channeling a spirit? That's quite the look of disbelief there, Your Honor. Anyway, a few minutes after the channeling started, gunshots were heard coming from inside the room, sir. A few of the witnesses broke the door down and rushed into the room. Ah, and that's when they found that the victim was already dead, correct? I believe this is one of the most open and shut cases I've ever presided over. So, how was the victim killed? I was about to get to that. Not wasting my time then. Cause of death. The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. The shot was fired from point blank range. But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing. Wasn't there 2 gunshots? So the victim was stabbed before being shot. This is the victim's autopsy report, sir. The court accepts it into evidence. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness. The murder weapon detected gunshot. Whose pistol was it? It was the victim's. The victim? Now why would you have... Why would you have a pistol? Who cares? The point that you are missing is whose fingerprints are on that pistol. If you're not really paying attention to that, then I suggest you start. Fingerprints? There were fingerprints. Along with the victims, the defendant Maya Faye's were also on the grip, sir. The defendant's fingerprints are left on the murder weapon. Ah, walked right into her hands there. Point blank, huh? So about how far away is that? It's anywhere between 12 to 20 inches away. And how do you know you was shot point blank? Tisk, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I grow tired of the foolish foolery of the foolish fools of this foolish country. Excuse me? Gunpowder bird. Gunpowder bird? When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Gunpowder exploding is what makes a bullet fire, and that gets real hot, pal. And there are definitely some gunpowder burns left on the victim's forehead. Oh, never knew that. Live and learn, I guess. Stabbed? And what was he stabbed with? A fruit knife. I see. And whose knife was it? It looks like it belongs to the face, sir. And of course, Maya Faye's fingerprints are all over it. All over it, huh? This is not good. Ha ha ha! What will you do now, Mr. Phoenix, right? Wind was very severe. Are you sure you stabbed first then shot? Yep, sure as sure can be. One look at the wounds and you come to the same conclusion too, pal. A fool is a fool who will only listen to the foolish opinions of other foolish fools. A pistol shot to the forehead at point blank is certainly enough to kill instantly. Does it matter then which was first? Think a little more before you open that big mouth of yours, Mr. Phoenix, right? Ugh, what a pain. That's enough! We have clearly established how the victim was murdered. I brought the 2 murder weapons with me today. Very well, the court accepts them into evidence. Hooray. Date and time of death was June 19th at 3:15 PM. Eyewitnesses claim to have heard 2 gunshots at this time, and 2 murder weapons, both with the defendant's fingerprints on them, huh? This does seem like an open and shut case. Naturally. This is going from bad to worse, as if the summary just now wasn't oversimplifying things to the extreme. Your Honor, feel free to slam that little gavel of yours. After all, there's no room left for doubt, is there? That's quite true, Mr. Wright. Yes, even in the face of all this, do you still wish to plead not guilty? It's the opinion of this court that if you do not just adjust your plea, you stand to lose. See, just as I promised, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You change your plea in less than 10 minutes. What do you do, Mr. Wright? You change to justify self-defense, because now will be the time to do so. This is your final chance. This is a huge decision. I better think this through all the way. We plead justify self-defense, we would basically be confessing the murder. After the trial, Maya's life would be ruined and she'd be labelled a murderer. I can't let that happen. Your Honour, have you reached a conclusion, Mr. Wright? The defence will not change its plea. We will accept nothing short of complete acquittal. You have sealed your fate, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Detective? Yes, sir? Present the final portion of your testimony, the final strike. Yes, sir. Now, see here, proceedings are run by... Eek! Oh, yes, of course. Go ahead, detective, and give your testimony. I think the court would like to hear about the other piece of incriminating evidence. Oh boy. Sorry, pal, but there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence. This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. As you can see, it's covered in blood. The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. This is the costume. There certainly is evidence of a back spray of blood on this. This piece directly links Maya Fey to the crime, sir. I see the court accepts this into evidence. Alright, Mr. Wright. I have fingerprints on both murder weapons and blood spatters on our clothes. Could this situation get any worse? Huh, what's wrong? You seem to be at a loss. I think this is the last piece of testimony the prosecution should have to offer. Feel free to sulk off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Please stop calling me by my full name, it's disturbing. Hold it! There's blood on the costume. Lab results show that it is the victim's blood. So there is blood from the victim on the defendant's clothes. Definitely not good. So, were there any other clues you could glean from this piece of evidence? Well... We must change the topic, then the good detective here must testify again. But too bad, not enough time, let's move on. Ah yes, Miss Von Karma is perfectly correct. Now even the judges are on our side. If I bite off more than I could chew here, what should I do? Why is Miss Von Karma suddenly putting up resistance? There must be a reason as to why she suddenly threw out an objection like that. There must be something about this costume. I just have to look harder. Mr. Wright, Miss Von Karma's logic is perfect. There is no way for you to poke a hole in it. Looks like my time is up. So about the costume. Your Honor, actually there is something very wrong with this piece of evidence. What? What are you talking about, pal? Where is this problem you're talking about? I've come this far. There's no turning back now. The problem I have with this piece of evidence is here. Take that! I asked the court to please take a look at the sleeve of this costume. Sleeve? There's a tiny hole here. A hole? Well, that wasn't in the report. Hold on! What's this around the hole? It smells faintly of gunpowder. Gunpowder? No one's ever told me! A hole that smells of gunpowder. Looks like I found the hole I was looking for. Your Honor, the only logical conclusion you can make is that it must be a bullet hole. Order! 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 This is a very grave matter. It's best we correct the court record first before anything else. Sorry about that. I guess we messed up, sir. Is she actually smiling? What else is she hiding? Pull yourself together, detective. That tiny hole doesn't change a thing. The strength of the evidence still holds. Continue with your testimony. That just now was a fluke, nothing more. How can you say something like that? This is a huge oversight. While I agree, it is a mistake on the part of the police. They do tend to make mistakes. What Prosecutor Von Karmas has said is true. The evidence still stands. If you do not find a more definitive problem with this evidence, then... No way! Dr. Gumshoe, please continue your testimony. Yes, sir. Objection! Going to keep pressing you. Detective Dick Gumshoe! Yes? Having you call me by my full name is kind of a weird feeling. It said that my client killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. Yeah, it did. And what, may I ask, is the bullet hole you police overlook supposed to mean? What does it mean? I'll tell you what it means. It means that the victim had fired off a shot. Is this what it means to not fight back? You're right! It seems you are correct. If the victim had tried to shoot the defendant, then it would change everything. Alright, the wind seems to be shifting. Ha! What is with that? Are you finished yet, love? Are you finished yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Miss Von Karma? It seems that my affair was shot at by the victim. However, that is only grounds enough to support a justified self-defense plea. That is correct. But I'm sure you remember, Your Honor, what the defense plea said. They rejected justified self-defense and pleaded not guilty. Ack! Now that you... Why, that's right! Which means the defense is yet to prove anything at all. No! Well, yes, that's true. Furthermore, just the fact that there is a bullet hole in the costume is not enough to substantiate even the police's justified self-defense. Huh? How so? Ah! Don't just stand there. Hurry up and tell the court what transpired that day. With the new information we acquired at an in court. Well, you mean by myself? I'm trying to eat my lunch at the same time, Chad. It's going well. I wanted to put together the scenario all by myself. Ah! Yes, sir. Right away, sir. During the channeling, the defendant saw a chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. The defendant then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun and ended it. The scenario that you put together does make sense. Yes, sir. Well, Mr. Wright, on the surface it does seem to make sense. However, I won't give up that easily. Please refrain from glaring at me like that. Now then, your cross-examination, please. Hell yeah. Time to object. Objection! Missing the tiny hole in this costume will be the prosecution's undoing. Eh? What do you mean? This little hole has actually created a huge hole in your testimony. Explain yourself, Mr. Wright. You said the two of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point blank. If that were true, then where is the gunpowder burn on this costume? Gunpowder burn? This is what you testified earlier. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Oh! But there is not a single trace of gunpowder burn on this costume. That is a very good point. And what exactly does this mean? It means that when the shot was fired, they were standing apart from each other. I'm disappointed, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You think you can punch a hole in my logic with that? With wishy-washy thinking like that, anyone can explain anything away. And I implore you to disprove my line of thinking. Let's see. In the middle of that fight, the victim pushed the defendant away, and it was then, when they were separated, that he fired. How was that? As if that was even possible. According to testimony, the wound from the stabbing was very severe. The victim would not have had the strength to push the defendant very far after that. Well, then... That's right, the defendant must have pushed the victim away. After stabbing him, she must have put some space between the doctor and herself. And then while she was preparing to strike again, the doctor took his shot. There, that should satisfy even you. That does make an awful lot of sense. What do you think, Mr. Wright? Must be careful, I can't afford to make a mistake here. Concentrate and think. There is a fatal flaw in her argument, Your Honor. Fatal? Flaw? Yow! Very interesting. I would love to see what this flaw is. Show me something that contradicts my explanation. There has to be a snag in her explanation somewhere. She put some distance between them before rushing to make the final blow. And when she was about to strike, the doctor took his shot. There must be a piece of evidence that contradicts this line of thinking. This is the piece of evidence that destroys your logic. What is that, a folding screen? I'd like to point the court's attention to the hole in this folding screen. Ah! It looks like you already know what I'm talking about. Who? Where? What? Mr. Wright, your explanation, please! Are these two really that clueless? The bullet went through the defendant's sleeve first, then the folding screen. It passed through at a height of approximately 8 inches off the ground, which means... When the shot was fired, Maya, the defendant, was not getting ready to strike, but was actually squatting low to the ground. Order! Order! This changes everything. Please look at this diagram of the crime scene. I don't know why I said it like that. The victim, Dr. Gray, was here when he fired the shot. And the bullet hit this folding screen. It hit at this location about 8 inches off the ground. At this time, the defendant was in this area. He was standing here near the folding screen. Wait a second. We know the defendant was close to the ground based on the height of the bullet hole, but how can you gauge the distance from that? Isn't it possible that the defendant was standing much closer to the victim? That's impossible. But why? You of all people should know the answer to that question, Miss Von Karma. If she was shot from somewhere closer, there would be gunpowder burns present. However, there is nothing of the sort around the bullet hole of this costume. Ah! Curse you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You... I believe it has now been proven that the defendant was standing away from the victim when she was shot at. But do you think this has changed the defendant's situation? Changes everything. Sorry about the vacuum cut. Honestly, Your Honor, this changes everything. The prosecution has claimed that the defendant was aiming to kill by stabbing. If that were true, delivering the final strike with a knife would be ideal. However, where and what was the defendant doing at the time? Squatting all the way by the folding screen. Exactly. If Maya Fey was the real murderer, why would she be by the folding screen instead of preparing to strike? Ugh. Upon further consideration, it does make very little sense. Yeah, I figured there had to be a reason. Figuring things out and proving the logic behind everything is your job! Oof. Alright, this. The rest of the trial should be in the vast radius of disaster. You're such a smart man, Mr. Phoenix, right? To think that you've been able to take a completely hopeless case to this point. I don't know why Papa had a tough time with you. You amuse me. Of all the things to inherit, why did it have to be that smarmy smile? Detective, how dare you damage my perfect logic? Huh? How's it all my fault? You can start repairing your standing by first removing that 3-strand goatee. Oh, rest assured your punishment will come later. Punishment? Well then, Your Honor, I think I've had all I can take of this detective's face. I think it's time to call in the next witness. Next witness? That's gotta be Lola. Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. After we reconvene, we will hear from the next witness. Lola Hare. Phew, that was a close one. I know you were giving it your all to defend me, but I could feel the death penalty hanging in the air. I felt like I was pretty close to dying myself. But you were wonderful out there. Listened carefully, made theories, and tricked everyone into believing you. Thanks. Wait, tricked? That must be the lawyer's secret technique, right? By the way, is the next witness who I think it is? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Laura Hart. Oh, guess there's no escaping her, huh? Remember, Nick, you promised you'd save me. If you lose, me and my sister's ghost will come after you and haunt you. Your sister? Oh, are you talking about Mystic Mia? Yeah, do you remember her, Pearly? My sister was a super good lawyer. She was also Nick's teacher. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, so she shows up during the trial. Just don't be freaked out. Court will now reconvene. Now the first order of... Ow! I don't want to hear it, old man. After I call my witness, sit there quietly and watch like a good little boy. Yes, sir. Bring in the photographer who witnessed the channeling. Witness, your name and occupation, if you please. Hey, Phoenix, how you doing? Just fine. Sorry about this. Didn't exactly have a choice, you know. Yowza! Name and occupation. I declare, what in tarnation? Hey, Judge, this here is violence against my fair self. That's fine. That's fine? That ain't fine, that's a whip! I like how she's the only one who's, like, kicked up a fuss about this so far. It turns out she's the sane one. We all laughed her off, but no, she's actually the one who realizes what the fuck is going on. Ah! There's no need for foolish outcries from foolishly foolish fools. Just hurry up and testify about what happened on the day of the murder. I haven't got to say my name and job yet. My name's Laura Hart, paranormal photographer, and I'm here to testify. Now, let's all be one big happy family, okay? Fucking hell. I ended up docking the defendant went into the channeling chamber. We were waiting outside the door and then bang! We hit this gunshot. Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down and we rushed into the room. Inside was the dead victim and the defendant waving a pistol around. I swear, other than those two, there was no one else in the room. And did you take a picture of the scene right after the murder took place? Reckon course. Eh? Excuse me? Reckon course. It's short for you reckon? Of course I did. Ah! Does it look like I care? Hurry up and show your picture to the court. The moment of truth. What will be in that picture? Let's see here. This here's the picture. It would certainly seem that only the defendant and the victim were in that room. Are you ready, Mr. Phoenix, Wright? I will clear all doubt about Maya through this cross-examination. Just watch me. Was it really only those two that went in? What are you blabbering about? You were there too, were you not? Why don't you answer that yourself? Was it really just two of them? Yes, Dr. Gray and I were the only two that went into the room. Hold on, we can't have the defense testifying against his own client. Anyway, folks, only two of them went into the challenge chamber, you hear? But you knew that from the very beginning, didn't you? Witness continue. Was it really a gunshot? Are you insane? You must have heard it as well. Look, why don't you testify for the court, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Was it really a gunshot? Yes, I think it was something that sounded like a gunshot. And why are we here listening to the defense testify? And the world becomes just a little crueler. I heard a gunshot a long time ago, so I know, and I tell you, that was a gunshot I heard. Now this is where the story heats up. Let me get this straight. This Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down? Honestly, Mr. Phoenix Wright, why didn't you tell us what happened then? Yes, Miss Von Karma, I broke the door down. Sorry. Why does this feel like an inquisition? No need for apologizing. That was great. You're a real man. Oh, really? That's something I would have liked to see. The judge is smiling rather openly. I'll take that as a good sign. And what did you see once you broke in? Are you sure it was the defendant, Maya Fey? Sure, I'm sure. Well, seems awful confident in her testimony. Lotta, please think back to that date one more time. What you getting at? Remember what you said when we broke into the room? I was murdered. Lotta, times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. But anyway, what's going on here? This gal, is she Maya? When you saw the murder at that time, you couldn't even tell if it was Maya Fey or not. Am I correct? Well, you see. Order, Miss Hart, you are here to present accurate testimony. Yeah, sorry. Good. This shifts things back to my side. For a defense lawyer, your defense is terribly lacking, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Witness? Think back to when those two entered the challenge chamber. When they entered? One of those people that entered the chamber was Maya Fey, correct? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was Maya that went in. It looks like we come to a collective conclusion. The person in this picture is most certainly Maya Fey. Exactly. Rats, and I'm trapped like one again. Are you absolutely certain of that? Sure I am, but that old witch chased us out of the room, so... Old witch? Does she mean Morgan Fey? There's no one else in there, and you know it. The channeling chamber was very dark, almost pitch black. Is there really no one else in there? What about behind the folding screen? Did you check back there? Wreck given! Huh? What in the... Wreck given, you know, you reckon? That's a given. I took me a good look around the room once. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that folding screen. If I may have a word with you, Miss Hart. What, you got a problem? Wreck given, I mean, I am having a little difficulty in understanding you. If you would stop saying such things as reckon given... Oh god. Now then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, do you see a problem with the testimony or don't you? Just I thought there's nothing wrong with her testimony. I was with her, so I know she's telling the truth. Enough. Seems there are no issues with Miss Hart's testimony. Excuse me. Time of the crime, only two people were in the channeling chamber. The victim, Dr. Turner Gray, and the defendant, Maya Fey. The face of the defendant cannot be verified in this picture. However, if we think about the circumstances, it would have to be the defendant. What am I gonna do? Do I just let this go? What is it, Mr. Wright? You look as if you have something to say. Look. Alright. If I make wrong move, I'm gonna have the judge against me. The only thing I can present that will prove it's not mine in that photo. I cannot present anything. Well, Mr. Wright? Nothing, Your Honor. That's very smart of you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You really should give up trying to prove this is not my fate. Say anything about giving up. I just don't have the right piece of evidence to prove my argument. That's enough! Is this it? Is this all I could do? I think it is quite obvious to this court that a verdict of not guilty is not possible. I told you. Totally 100% impossible. Miss Von Karma, do you have any further questions for this witness? Having established the defendant's guilt, further questioning won't be needed. What about the defense? No further questions, I presume? I couldn't protect Maya. Defense. Oh, god damn it, not again! He's gonna bail us out again! I wish she'd stop bailing us out. Come on, man. You keep saying that Phoenix is like trying to stand on his own 2 feet, but he really isn't. He really fucking isn't. Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face. Although there's someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. Mia. Oh god. I guess I made it just in time, wouldn't you say? But pearls! Our clothes are a bit small. Anyway, what are you waiting for, Phoenix? Let's go. But how? She's already taken away every advantage. The advantage is still in your hand. Think carefully one more time about what you saw in the channeling chamber. Remember what you told me yesterday? Dr. Gray! I was murdered. What? Lord, times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. She took 2 photos. You see, there is one final piece to this puzzle. Mia. Question Laura one more time, Phoenix. I don't know if she's doing it unconsciously or on purpose, but she's not testifying truthfully. Now then, the court would like to end the cross-examination period. Please wait, Your Honor. The defense would like to request that the witness testify one more time. Overruled. I'm afraid you're too late, Mr. Wright. The cross-examination has already ended. Furthermore, it's fine, I'll allow another testimony. Von Karma's case is perfect, absolutely flawless. And what better time than this for you to see that? But, I mean, I have some place I must go after this. Alright, I'll allow it. Miss Hart, hurry and give us another testimony. Well, heck, what am I supposed to talk about? Please tell us once more what happened when you burst into the channeling chamber. Okay, you got it. You got through to the judge somehow, right? Oh, actually, it was Von Karma's whip that got through to him. When we broke into the room, all I could focus on was Maya. I was kind of scared of the dead body, so I didn't take a good look at it. I'm really bad when it comes to blood and ghosts and stuff. But I still managed to point my camera at Maya and take a shot. Nothing sounds different from before. Some parts of our testimony were very vague. I should press her on those sections. Struggle all you like as you taste the bitterness of your defeat. Well, amuse me with your useless questions, Mr. Phoenix, right? I'm waiting. Two, right? 2 what? 2 shots. You took 2 shots. But only one has been submitted as evidence. Miss Hart, where is the other picture you have been withholding? No, you got it all wrong. It's not me. I didn't mean anything bad. I know I could be a little mean, but I ain't evil. At least she knows herself. And why have you not shown this other picture to the court yet? Well, ain't it obvious? My prosecutor woman told me to shut my trap about it. What? Von Karma! Miss Von Karma, you're hiding critical evidence? Unforgivable, Von Karma. Suppressing evidence like this, you're as bad as your father. Ah, I'm so mad that even my throat's clenching up. I better let the judge handle this. Miss Von Karma, would you care to explain yourself to this court? I thought this picture was not important and thus felt no need to submit it, that's all. How could you think? The pictures were more or less the same, so why bother with the second? I mean, it's just so much more trouble than it's worth for me to submit this as evidence. More trouble than it's worth? How can you say that? If I want to see it that badly, I'll submit it. Yeah, that's definitely not her. What is this picture? Obviously, the second picture, the witness took that day at the scene of the crime. Well, that's a little off-center, but that's what you get with a nervous amateur. I think the important point here is the person in this picture. This is most definitely not Maya Fey. What is the meaning of this? Might be the break I was looking for. Now, should I or should I not insist that this person in the picture is not Maya? It's no good, we've been through this so many times. It's not like you, Mr. Wright, why are you not objecting? The person in this photo is clearly not the defendant, and yet... Ahaha. There is no way you can raise an objection and hope to live. Explain yourself. Your Honor, I would like for you to take a look at this picture. This was taken yesterday at the detention center's visitor room. This is Mr. Phoenix Wright and the defendant Maya Fey during his visit. Maya Fey? But isn't this a totally different person? She looks this way because she is obviously in the middle of channeling a spirit. Unbelievable that she can. Yet it is the truth. When Maya Fey is in that state, she physically changes into the person she's calling. Miss Von Karma, a word if I may. Mia, taking pictures of someone during a private visit is illegal. Surely you must know that our picture can't be submitted as evidence. Obviously I know this picture is illegal. I never intended to submit it as evidence in the first place. What is she? From the moment I showed this picture to the court, the case became all mine. After all, this image has now been forever burned into the judge's mind. I don't have even a single witty line. It looks like we've been had. I don't claim to understand this and I still cannot believe it. Are you saying that this person is the defendant Maya Fey? If I give up here, the trial will end. But if I slip up and say something wrong, it will cost me. The only way I can prove that the person in the picture is not Maya. I can prove. Your Honor! Oh, the fire has returned to your eyes, I see. This picture. Within this picture lies a critical contradiction to all the testimony up until now. A contradiction? So, you think you spotted a problem in this picture? Then earn your keep. Why don't you point out exactly what is so strange in this picture? Take that! The contradiction lies here. You don't sound very sure of yourself, Mr. Wright. Excuse me, but can you really tell me how much confidence I have in this? What is with that attitude? Aha! Didn't we just finish discussing that appearance changes during channeling? I know you ain't no dummy, so don't think... Oh god, there's a limit to every... Oh god. I was picking the right one. Phoenix, you have to think... Oh, Nick, you're supposed to be helping me. Maya's mad at me now, I have to focus. I think... I did pick the thing. Pick the right sleeve, the one without the gun. Oh, shit. Oops. There's nothing there. And that's exactly what is so odd. I thought I picked the wrong thing again. It turns out I picked the right thing. God damn it. I guess I hit it a little too high. Something that should be there is suddenly missing. Should be there. Ah! There's a bullet hole in the sleeve of the defender's costume. If that's the case, then it should be in this picture as well. This one comment. You intended to hide this valuable piece of evidence? You will most certainly be assigned a penalty for this. Alright, this should do some major damage to our argument. And celebrate, yes. You like to bring down the mood, don't you? Take a look at Miss Von Karma's face. Ah, she's got that condescending grin plastered all over her face again. Tusk, tusk, jumping the gun again, I see, Your Honor. I would like to extend an apology on behalf of those incompetent fools. Mean, and what incompetent fools? If those fools down the precinct hadn't missed the bullet hole, I would have gotten a report about it. As I didn't, I could not have known that this picture was of any value to this case. I see. Like for a teeth, I know it. That woman knew about everything, the bullet hole, the picture, everything. But you can't prove that. Franziska von Karma's idea of a perfect case is quite fascinating, don't you think? Your Honor, you need not worry. If you must assign a penalty, I personally make sure that the detective gets what's coming. I'm sure there will be a great gnashing of teeth at his next salary discussion. Or gumshoe. In any case, it's a very big problem. I swear, if fucking Gumshoe has his pet, paid docked even more, he's gonna start owing the fucking police force money. When the defendant was taken into custody, her costume had a bullet hole in its sleeve. However, from this photo, it would appear that right after the shooting, there was none. The judge is confused by this strange twist of events. Your chance, Phoenix. Load all you got into this one shot, alright? Got it. Watch this, Maya. Your Honor! There is only one logical explanation for the contradiction. The shooter is someone else. The defendant's sleeve had the bullet hole in it. However, this person's clearly does not. There can be only one explanation. The person who shot Dr. Gray was not the defendant, but a different person altogether. What? Order! 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 If order is not restored, I will suspend this trial. Ow! Ah! Why me? The defense's argument is a complete mess. A complete mess? I fail to see how. Please enlighten us. Hey, witness. Ah! What the heck? Is that any way you ask a gal a favor? Be quiet, you. You were the one who said it was only the two of them when you entered the room. Well, you know. If you were lying, I swear that my whip will be the last thing you see. Look, sis, you're looking mighty scary, so whatever we say you... Wah! I swear I wasn't lying or nothing. There wasn't anyone else in there, honest. You see, now riddle me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Where did the defendant vanish to? And where did this other woman appear from? Why is it lately all I want to do is cry? Fucking mood, dude. Such a fucking mood. Phoenix is me. Except, like, smarter and actually competent. Why is it lately all I want to do is cry? Well, if the person in this picture is not the defendant, then this poses two very big questions. First, where did the defendant vanish to? And second, where did this person come from? That's right, now hurry up and answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Come on, you can't fall apart here, Phoenix Wright. I can't believe that even me is calling me by my full name. I mean, how am I supposed to prove something like this? Enough yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Or do you think you have enough in you to turn things around even now? Turn things around? Right, Mia would always turn things around and change her perspective. Thanks. So, where did this intruder appear from, and where did Maya disappear to? I need to look at this situation from a different angle. Let's see. What if before we broke in, the third person was already in the room? What if Maya had left that room somehow? If I can prove that either of one of those conditions were true... Mr. Wright, let's hear what you come up with. I think what happened before we forced our way to the challenge chamber was Maya had left the room. Maya had left the challenge chamber at some point, and the fence can prove this. Oh, how a foolish fool makes a foolish face while dreaming foolishly foolish dreams. Maya Fey was being looked after by her aunt Morgan Fey. Chance of her leaving the crime scene is lower than that detective's salary. Anyway, let's see some evidence. Prove that from the murder to the time of arrest, the defendant had left that room. It's hard. Do you remember this key? Well, I've seen it. Hey, that's the channeling chamber key, right? Before the channeling started, Maya locked the door from the inside, but that... The defendant herself locked the door? Yeah, that's why we all couldn't get the door open. That key's the only one of its kind, after all. Oh, one of a kind, you say? Wait, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yes, it looks like she's catching on. I'm afraid to ask, but why is that key currently in your possession? Oh, what do you mean? If Maya Fey locked herself in, then the key should have been with her. Yes, agreed. However, she did not have the key at the time of her arrest. Well, ain't that a kick? How come you're holding it? I got this as a present from a certain little girl. That little girl was nowhere near the crime scene at the time. That's preposterous! This means that Maya Fey must have left the room. If she had not, then I would not be holding this key you see before you. No! It seems we have come to an impasse. This picture has clearly captured the face of the murderer. However, is this person the defendant or not? The defense is arguing that this person is not the defendant. Furthermore, as proof, this key has been submitted as evidence. Miss Von Karma? How can this be? At this point in time, a verdict on the defendant's guilt is not possible. A perfect case? How is there a flaw in my perfect case? I don't think you've won yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I am a prodigy. I have never lost a case. And I don't intend to lose here in this courtroom to a fool like you. I don't care what I have to do. I will get my guilty verdict. That's enough. If you would like to continue, do so in the lobby. Court will reconvene tomorrow at 10 AM. That is all. Court is adjourned. How much more of this episode I got left? Quite a bit. Quite a bit, it turns out. Wow, that was you, Pearly? You summoned my sis? Yes, I felt I had no choice. Great going, Pearly. I knew you were special. Hey, Nick, did you know? Yeah, it's not like anyone else in there could have done that. Nick? I know you're trying really hard and all, but I really don't remember ever leaving that room. And I don't think that a third person could have gone into that room. Yeah. Well, at least we have until tomorrow to figure things out. Like, what happened in that room, for instance? Yeah, I'm counting on you. I envy the two of you. Oh, by the way, Nick, do you think you could take Pearly back home for me? Sure. Alright, Pearls, you ready to go buy some tickets? Ticket? Poor thing, so sheltered. Well, the ultimate in being an introvert, except she was forced into being an introvert. Probably see if we can complete this episode today. Thank you very much for bringing me home, Mr. Nick. Welcome. I had to come and look into a few things here today anyway. I thought about this a little. If Mystic Maya didn't kill that nice man, she definitely didn't. Yes, of course. But if she didn't, then someone else did, right? That murderer person. Yes, Pearls. Oh, I see. I wonder what's wrong. It's sad. About this key, Pearls? You found it on the day of the murder, right? Yes. Where you found this key is very important. So please tell me, Pearls, where did you find this? I found it in the incinerator. Incinerator? Is she talking about the one in the garden? The door in it was a little open, so I took a peek. When was that? It was after the channeling when everyone was in a panic. Mr. Nick? Yes? Are you going to tell my mother? You mean tell Morgan what you did? Yes, if she finds out that I was playing in the leftover trash, I'll get a spanking. Ah, gotcha. Well, let's keep it a secret from her then, alright? The incinerator, huh? Sounds like a good place to search next. Alright, so what did you think of seeing your first trial? I was really surprised. I had never seen so many people before. Oh, Mystic Maya looks so small and helpless. Well, Maya's already naturally short, so... And then that stubby woman with the ruffly clothes. Roughly? Oh, she means Francisca. She had such a bad attitude. She acted like she had already decided Mystic Maya did it. I'm gonna tell her what I think about tomorrow. I wouldn't miss tomorrow's trial for the world. Why was that woman bullying Mystic Maya? Well, she's the opposite of a lawyer, a prosecutor, so her job is to prove people guilty. They don't care if someone's innocent, all they care about is if they win. That's terrible! But she's really a good prosecutor with a heart on the inside, right? There's no one like that. All prosecutors are the same. Well, he might have become a good guy. Eventually. He? Who are you talking about, Mr. Nick? Is it that person Mystic Maya was talking about? Mr. Edgeworth? He'll probably show up later. That was a long time ago. He's not around anymore. Huh? He clutched onto his foolish pride too fiercely and died for it. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's too bad. He's not dead. I guarantee you he's not fucking dead. By the way, yes, what is it? You wouldn't happen to know anything about who the murderer is, would you? Why are you asking me? No, I was just thinking earlier. I didn't see anything. Didn't see anything. Oh. Speaking of that, during the murder, where was Pearls and what was she doing? On top of that, this key. When did she pick this up? I just realised I never asked you what you were doing at the time of the crime. Pearls, where were you and what were you doing when the murder happened? What I was doing? I wasn't doing anything. Really bad at lying. You can whisper it to me, I won't tell anyone else, I promise. Oh god. Good. Ah! I guess you could see through my lie, huh? Yeah, clearly. I can't lie to you, can I, Mr. Nick? I can't do that right now, but I can do it later, so we're gonna move to Winding Way. Really empty. Training was supposed to be held today, but I guess it's already over. Hey, there's someone by the incinerator. Ooh, looks like they've noticed me. And are now running at top speed towards me. Oh, hey! Like, you're that dentist guy. Actually, it's Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Nice to see you again. Oh, like real suave, so it's like my turn. It's nice to see you too. So, what's up? You're all out of breath. Like, huh? Oh, you mean, like, I'm just totally happy and, like, totally excited to be here. Tired? Like, I mean, there are so many things to, like, see. It's like the real deal here. Oh, really? For example? For example, like, that urn over there. Do you, like, know about it? All I see is an old cracked piece of pottery. I am what? I am bread? Hell yeah. There's some sort of legend connected with that urn? Like, yeah, it's like this village's treasure. Huh? Didn't know that. And, like, it's sealed inside that urn. It's... What are you talking about? Like, you know, Amy Faye's spirit? Amy Faye? Who's that? Like, geez, Mr. Smith, get with the program. Everyone knows the lady that founded the Korean channeling technique was Mystic Amy. You don't have to get upset with me. So, like, as long as her spirit, like, lives in that urn, the spiritual power of the Faye family will stick around. Like, isn't that totally romantic? Romantic, huh? If that urn is really as important as she says, it could be a vital clue. Innie, I want to ask you about the murder. Murder? Dr. Gray's, remember? As if there's another one. Oh, that one! Like, you should have said so in the first place. So, like, I totally don't know anything because I was, like, sleeping in the side room. Well, that's not much help. Do you notice anything at all? Like, come on, what a total bore. I, like, totally have nothing to do with this, like, murder thing. Oh, yeah, you only introduced Dr. Gray to Crane Village. No relation, sure. Even if you were only acquaintances, that still means you knew him. Furthermore, your sister, who died in that accident, was a nurse at his clinic. Alright then, why didn't you tell me about your sister's fatal accident? Like, why? You think, like, it's got something to, like, do with the murder? I don't know yet, but I'm trying to chase down every lead I can. Oh, god damn it. Psychox? Like, what is it? Looks like I'm gonna need someone to pry her mouth open on this one. That's right. Well says she found this key inside the incinerator. I guess I should take a look inside for myself. This is from Maya's costume! There's blood on it, a tiny bit, but still. How did I not notice that before? So, there's a spirit in this urn, huh? All I see are a bunch of cracks. But I guess maybe the spirit could live in the space between the cracks? Looks like something's written on it. I am? Huh? Good. Challenge. Looks like Morgan's here too, but she hasn't noticed me yet. What is she doing? Looks like she's talking to a picture. Well, that definitely looks like a face of an innocent person. Don't you see? Take a look around. Finally, my chance has come. I've waited for this day for so long. Right. Prepare yourself, dear Misty. What in the... Who's there? Oh, if it isn't Mr. Wright. Just curious, but that picture you were just looking at? Oh, today was that event, was it not, good sir? I heard you did well. Huh? Oh, yeah, thank you. I'm terribly sorry I could not attend the trial today. Please accept my apology. I had a previous engagement as I had to watch over the trainees' training today. I get the sense she really doesn't want to talk about the picture. All because the master can't be here with us, you understand? That is why a lowly branch family member such as myself must do this. Have you remembered anything about the murder? No, I told you everything I know already. Were you in this room the whole time Lotta and I went to call the police? Oh, hold on, chat. Oh, I had to deal with a phone call. Chat. There's a quick phone call, sort of. Yes, of course, I was by Mystic Maya's side the entire time. Also, there might be a point... It might be possible that I can't stream tomorrow. Which is a shame, but it is what it is. Apparently we're getting something fitted and they might have to turn the electricity off for a while, so... It might be possible that I can't stream tomorrow. If that's the case, I'll just stream on Thursday instead, but... Actually, that might be what I do. Yes, of course, I was by Mystic Maya's side the entire time. I performed the spirit stirring technique and held her in my arms afterward. You said that yesterday as well. Did anything else happen? I would like to say more did, however that is all that occurred. I was really hoping for some new info. I suppose nothing happened in the end, good sir. Sorry to have played on your hopes. Could you possibly be more patronizing? Do the students train every day? Yes, absolutely. They were given a day off the day after the murder, of course, however. I assume both Maya and Pels went through this training? Mr. Wright! Yes, yes. Wow, she got real scary real fast. How many times must I tell you before you understand, good sir? They are to be addressed as Mystic Mire and Mystic Pearl. Sorry, I meant Mystic Mire and Mystic Pearl. Wait, I'm sorry, but Mystic Pearl? Isn't that going a bit too far? Next question, please. Oh man, she's really being a pain in the butt about this. Please remember to watch not only what you say, but how you say it, good sir. So the Master is, Maya's mother, right? Mystic Misty. She is a brilliant medium. And where is she now? We are not sure. Not sure? About 16 or 17 years ago, Mystic Misty failed at channeling a certain spirit. And after that, she simply disappeared. I don't believe she will return to this village in any case. And in 4 years' time, her name will be forever erased from this village. Erased? A person who has been away from the village for over 20 years is considered dead. Oh, I see. And that is 4 years from now for her. When that happens, a new master will be appointed to Crane Village. And Mystic Maya was supposed to become the next master. However, with this murder, I'm afraid... Must be imagining things. Oh, she was laughing to herself for a second there. Move to the detention. Ah. Hey Nick, I've been waiting. Looks so helpless. So how was it? What did you find out? Well, I found a few things. They're so bad that you can't even look me in the eye. I just need a little more time. It'll all come together by tomorrow, I promise. I'm sorry, Nick. Every time I see you, all I do is cause trouble. How was it, today's trial, I mean? You were fantastic, Nick. Every time I thought a goose was cooked, you managed to turn it all around. I bet it would make a great Hollywood movie. Don't be silly. We have to concentrate on the trial. We're gonna win this, Maya. Thanks a lot. Really. Hey, Nick. The person who shot Dr. Gray wasn't me, was it? Of course not. You're completely innocent. If that were true, then I'd be really happy, but wasn't anyone else in that room with the two of us, right? Well, did you check behind the folding screen? I took a quick glance, but there wasn't anyone there. That's exactly what Lotta said too. Nick? Yeah? Why do you believe in me? Why do you think I didn't kill Dr. Gray? Because of something Mia told me. My sis? What'd she tell you? She said that spirit mediums can't have dreams. When you're channeling, it's impossible for you to dream because your soul leaves you. Now you mention it. Wait, then I really am? You are not the real murderer. I think that maybe before you even called the spirit, you were drugged. Drugged? I think this was planned from the very beginning. And you were set up to take the blame for killing Dr. Gray. That's... I want to ask you something about Pearls. Pearly? What about her? No matter what I try, she won't answer me. I want to know what she was doing at the time of the murder. Huh? Wait, Nick, you don't think she did it, do you? No, nothing like that. Never do anything like that, you hear me? Never. She's a great kid and really cute. And really great. And cute. I didn't really think she was the murderer. But she's definitely hiding something. You were with her on that day, right? Yeah, the two of us. We were playing with a ball. Ball, huh? Sounds like a dead end to me. About this ball, it's nothing really special, just a plain old ball. I think she was still playing with it when I started the channeling job that day. Pearly really loves to play with that ball. She loves to play with that ball, huh? When she wants to get it, she always climbs right into the clothing box. The clothing box? Yeah. Pearly's always hiding in there. You know the side room? There's a clothing box in there. It's really big, so once you see it, I'm sure you'll know what I'm talking about. Clothing box in the side room, huh? I'm guessing we're going back to the side room! Oh, alright, you're here. Ah! Oh, hey, wait, please, Lola! Ran off into the manor. Ay. Lola. Ah! Hey, I'm telling you, quit following me, you hear? I'm a worthless piece of trash. Same. You lay eyes on me and they'll turn into dust. I'm pretty sure I saw Lotta run in this direction, but it doesn't look like she's here. Pearl's ball. I said that it's always kept in the clothing box. So then what is it doing on the floor? Clothing box where Pearl's ball is usually kept. I wonder what's inside. Aha! What? What were you doing in there? What were you thinking? I'm a bad person. Just another piece of human trash. I need a hole to crawl into. So you crawled into this clothing box because there wasn't a hole to crawl into. Oh man. Huh? Small hole in this clothing box. And it's about 8 inches off the ground. That's the same height as the hole in the folding screen. Then could this... Oh. Ooh. Oh, Mr. Nick, that person ran by here just now. What person? You know, the person with the fluffy cotton candy hair? Ah, she means Lola. She said don't look at me with them eyes, but I'm not that scary, am I? I don't think that's quite what she meant. Oh, that's right. She also wanted me to tell you. Going on a trip to find myself, so don't you bother finding me. Oh. Well, thanks. You're welcome. Take that! Alright, here we go. Oh, you had to tell me what you were doing when the murder happened, okay? But what if I can't just tell you what happened? I guess what happened. How does that sound? What? You can do that? You'll tell me if I guess something right, won't you? Yes. Now, when the murder was taking place, you were here, right? Take that! You were here, weren't you, Pearls? In the winding way? Wow, you got it. So, do you think you can tell me now? I'm sorry, not yet. Man, oh man. Alright, what next? Okay, I think I know what you're doing there. Do you really know that much? Well, I am a lawyer, you know. Now, what was it Pearls was doing in the winding way? Take that! She broke the urn. You were playing with this ball, right? She broke the urn. Ah, that's right. How did you know? Maya told me that you love to play with your ball. Yeah, I was playing with my ball. And then? Something happened, huh? Something really bad? What do you mean, something? Nothing happened. Is it? While you're playing with your ball, this happened. Take that! This urn. It's a village treasure, right? And the spirit, the founder of the Korean technique, is sealed in here, isn't it? Yes. What's this? It's cracked all over, isn't it? There's even a few gaps here and there. Please don't tease me. Oh, you broke the sacred urn, didn't you? The ball smacked into it and knocked it over, right? If Morgan found out, she'd get really mad, huh? Doesn't seem to be fighting back. I think I hit the bullseye this time. But it's strange that the lock hasn't broken yet. It's a really old urn, isn't it? I guess. It's so old, so it's not that weird to have a few cracks. My voice is shaking. How can you tell that urn has been broken? Take that! Who started the Korean channeling technique? Huh? Oh, it was Mystic Amy. That's right. And how do you spell her name? Do you know? Can I spell her name? Oh, spelled A-M-I. I thought it was a little odd when I saw I am written on this urn. That's how I knew that someone must have broken this urn. I made a mistake in spelling when they put it back together again. What you found? Hey, my thing recharged. Around when Mystic Maya started channeling on that day, I was playing in the winding way with my ball. And that's when you broke the urn? Yes, I broke it. I accidentally let Mystic Amy's spirit fly away. Don't worry, Morgan will never know, okay? I'm a bad child. Breaking a village treasure is unforgivable! I thought that maybe they would make me leave the village. But the broken pieces are all pretty big, so... You thought you could put them back together and no one would notice? Yes. I found some glue and brought it to the hallway and fixed the urn there. The hallway? You mean winding way? Yes. Channeling had already started, so I didn't think anyone would walk by. I see. So about how long did it take you? It must have been a nasty repair job. Yes, I might be strong at spiritual things, but when it comes to arts and crafts, I am not nearly as skilled. Trust me, I'm the same. When I had finished fixing the urn and looked up, I saw you coming into the manor. That's around when Lola and I were coming back inside after reporting the murder. When I saw that, I packed everything up in a hurry. Mr. Nick? What is it, Pearls? I'm gonna get banished, aren't I? I really don't think that's gonna happen. I mean, I bet Mr. Gamey's happy to be free from that cramped urn. Yeah, I hope so. No harm done and a happy resolution. Phew! Now I'm gonna frickin' move here. Ooh, I think I found out everything I can. I can't see how it all adds up. And is Innie Minnie being here just a coincidence? Hey, mister! How is it that the spirit Dr. Gray wanted to call just happened to be that nurse? And that nurse turns out to be Innie's sister? It's too convenient. Hey, Phoenix, I'm talking to you! Wish I knew a little more about Innie, but where am I going to find info like that? Oh, I get it. You can't be bothered to look over trash like me. Is that it, Mr. High and Mighty? Lola! Oh, so you finally noticed. I thought I heard a mosquito buzzing in my ear, although I couldn't understand a word. I gotta hand it to you. You sure know how to chase down garbage. I mean, I'm grateful to you for chasing this large lump of one around like this. Thanks? But you know, you're just wasting your time. I'll be fine on my own. What are you going on about? And as for following or chasing or whatever it is, isn't that what you're doing? Well, you see, you're not exactly a real gentleman with a lady's heart, are you? You're not exactly the world's #1 charmer either, sister. Present. That's Innie Minnie, right? Yeah, I was wondering if you know anything about this girl. You know, actually, I did a little checking up on her the other day. Her sister, she's the one that Dr. Gray wanted to call back from the spirit world. Yeah, I heard as much. I also heard that Innie was the one who introduced Dr. Gray to Crane Village. You don't say, that's one sneaky guy if you ask me. Hey, you want me to tell you more about her? Look, I'm really dang sorry about today. When I get all fired up about something, it's impossible to stop me. You hurt Maya really badly, Lola. I don't suppose you could forgive a gal like me? Well, I guess I can. You did help Maya out too, after all. For real? Yeah, for real. Ah, thank goodness. I'm still... what? No, nothing at all. Just talking to myself, you know, gibberish. Now then, Lola Hart at your service. I'll share with you all the dirt I dug up. Thanks. Hey, don't be all surprised. Tell you what, I even give you all this info for free. Well, I'm not talking money. Now I know this one's an alien clone. If Maya is not the real murderer, then who do you think it is, Lola? Well, heck, ain't it obvious? It's that occult freak. You mean Innie Minnie? Well, there ain't anyone else it could be, right? That Granny, you and me were all together that whole time. So Lola suspects Innie, which means she might have already found some info about our mysterious Innie. Speaking of Innie, do you have any other information about her? Sure. What is it? It'll cost you, and it'll cost a lot. Oh, silly me. Here I thought free meant no money necessary. That girl was hospitalized about half a year ago. Hospitalized? But why? Well, heck, you can go find out on your own. Huh? Here, I'll give you the clinic's address. Maybe you can find out something. Maybe? What's that supposed to mean? Well, see, actually, it was going to be annoying, I reckon, so I didn't actually go there. Well, that's the way the gumbo spoils, right? Oh, gumbo sounds... I mean, look, don't blame this on... Oh, never mind. Looks like I don't have much of a choice. Better go check out this hottie clinic. Moving there. So, this is where Innie was hospitalized. Jesus Christ! The fucking golden toother, dude. Oh my god. And the music. What an introduction. Holy shit. Yes, are you here to visit a patient? Ah, yes. Are you a doctor here? Yes, I'm Director Holly. Oh. Ah, I didn't think I'd be speaking with the director himself. Yes, so what can I help you with? I'd like to ask you a few questions about Miss Innie Minnie. Miss Minnie? Miss Innie Minnie? Yes. Oh, her! It's too bad. I'll tell you something, that girl left here a long time ago. Here you are, sir! You know you shouldn't be up and about. Come on, it's back to your room with you. Sweetums, calm down, calm down. Don't be so harsh to an old man like me. Don't you dare start that Sweetums swing with me. You don't behave or get yourself tossed out of this hospital. I didn't think nurses could be this direct or forceful towards their boss. Come now, be a good boy and give me the director's white lab coat. Okay, I got it. I got it! Yes. Yes, Oh, yes, me. Who in the world are you? Director Holly. The nurse went off somewhere. Oh, the inhumanity. Only person I could talk to is this guy. What's this? I'm a lawyer, right? Now I'm investigating a murder. Yes. What is with your angry face? Violence isn't the answer. Yes. The trial is tomorrow, and I really like some information from you. Is that right? Well, you know, I think I could let you in on a little secret. What's that? Yes, actually, I'm not the real director. Are you kidding? Anyone with half a fly's brain knew that. What do you mean? Do I have to explain this to him? Oh, hold on, I'll give you something, real information, okay? I'm actually this clinic. See, I'm like this place's walking dictionpedia? I mean walking encyclopedia? Yeah, that, and my specialty is in young, silky smooth, hottie patients. There's nothing I don't know about them, but I get embarrassed talking about it. Yeah, how about you keep that kind of information to yourself? Ho! Anyway, you wanted to know about little Miss Innie Minnie, right? Little Miss Innie Minnie? That girl, I remember her especially well. Really, especially very well. I want to stop. Actually, I will stop because I've got to go do something for a minute, so I'll be back momentarily. Oh, this music is creepy. I guess I gotta talk to him. So what exactly do you treat at this clinic? Yes, we treat all sorts of doctory clinical stuff. Yes, doctory clinical stuff. Well, I don't actually know or particularly care about the details. Ho. Yes, what is that look for? Yes, there's a really big general hospital around the corner. Yes. When they can't accommodate everyone, they move some of the patients here. You do surgeries here, right? Yes, we do some plastic surgery here, it seems. It seems? Yes, it seems that way. Please tell me what you know about Innie Minnie. Yes, I'll get to that, trust me, I will. Girl, that's right, she was transferred here from the general hospital. This was, yes, a year ago. She was one of those emergency cases. What was she ill with? Ill? Nah. She was injured, not ill. With my trained eye, I could see, yep, I could see it was a huge wound at that. A huge injury. Her whole body was wrapped around in bandages and her arm was in a cast. That sounds pretty severe, alright. Yes, it was an accident. That's scary, yes? Cars, yes. Oh, you mean it was a traffic accident? Yep, that's what gave her the terrible injuries. I swore it was in the papers. Yes, I looked it all up, I did. It was terrible. Yes. Dare I even ask what is wrong with this old guy? Just now you mentioned something about a big operation. Talking about Miss Innie's operation? Yes, Miss Innie's. That was one heck of an accident. Yes, her whole face was burnt like bad toast. It was bad. Very bad. Was it really that bad? It was a good thing that Miss Innie had a picture of herself. I heard that picture was how they put her face back together. Picture. A girl, see, she had just gotten a license. She just happened to have a license photo on her. Yes. Oh. So see, I got a picture. As a way to remember her, yes? Well, more like swiped. Breach of ethics? Oh, wait. What? What, a pretty girl like her? I bet she has lots of pictures of herself. Sure. It's a treasure. My treasure. Precious! What happened to the actual license itself? Who knows? I didn't bother to ask. It probably got burned up along with the car. Yes. So you looked up information on Innie's accident, correct? Yep, sure did. Yes, I read every paper that covered it at the time. What kind of accident was it, do you remember? Yes, hold on, I'll go get it for you. The article, I mean. Oh, you have it? Well, 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 don't get me wrong, I thought something like this might come up, so... Obsessive to the max, but I bet I could learn about how to stay on a lead from this guy. Ah, here we go, here we go. Yes. According to this, Miss Innie was in the passenger seat. Passenger seat, huh? And dozing. Well, so it says. A strong jolt woke her up, and the next minute, a sea of fire was all around her. Miss Innie fought with the door, finally got it open, and somehow managed to get away. Anywho, you can read all the details in the article. Yes. New clue! I should probably look this over. It's been half a year since Miss Innie had her surgery and got better. She was discharged sometime in December last year. It's been half a year, huh? Yes, so, how was I? I was a real help, wasn't I? Yes. Yes, thank you very much. Yes, well then, I'll be getting back to my room then. Tell Miss Innie I said hi, okay? Yes. Time for me to leave too. Yes. Oh, okay, it's definitely time to leave. Back to Winding Way. Hey, so how was it? Did you go to the clinic? Yep, I found out a few things, I guess. What's the matter? You ain't looking so well. Ah, yes, so earlier that old granny called the cops. Oh, the cops? Why would Morgan call the police? Said she had something to tell them. Things are sure getting interesting. Gotta go to the Winding Way.
It's no use!
It's no use. Hello. Thanks for the raid, Octavian. Hi, everyone. I'm doing detective work again. Hey, like I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, I think I'm enough to finally unlock a secret. Like, what's with that scary look on your face? Yo, this place has a corn chamber. What, the incinerator? The incinerator? Dude, that's dark. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God damn it, come on. We'll go there. Yes, it's an incinerator. Please tell me about the traffic accident. Huh? Like, whose accident? Your sister's accident, naturally. Oh, yeah. So, like, that Dr. Grey guy made my sister fall asleep, and, like, that's all I have to say about that. What are we doing with the chains of the lady? They're Cyclops. We gotta get the truth out of her, essentially, by presenting the right evidence. Interesting. Innie just asked whose accident, which means she must know something about another person's accident. Alright, let's change the topic then. How about you tell me about a certain other person's accident? Ah, another person's accident? Like, you got someone in mind? You!
Take that!
I want to ask you about your own car accident. Me? Yes. So, wow, like, how strange. I have, like, no idea what you're talking about. Can you, like, prove I was in, like, an accident? What is it? That one.
Take that!
Would you take a look at this? It's a newspaper article from 1 year ago. It says, Miss Innie Minnie holds interview about Crash. Crash Bandicoot! You suffered a very bad injury and had to be admitted to a hospital, correct? Like, wait! What now? That's not me! Huh? I mean, like, this person has, like, the same name, but she's totally not me. My name, Innie Minnie, is, like, pretty common. What in the world are you blabbing about? Or babbling about? My sister's name, Mimi Minnie, is in here too! Like, totally, wow, what a scary coincidence. I'm totally getting, like, goosebumps. You think I'm going to let you get away with that? So, like, now what? Like, do you have something that totally says I was hospitalized?
Take that!
This is your proof. Like, what's that picture supposed to mean? I got this from the hospital where you were hospitalized at. Huh? So? There was a certain patient there. He's quite a fan. As a memento of your stay, he stole this. I have to say, this photo looks like you. That creepy fake director! Now, are you ready to tell me about the accident? Like, wait a sec. Okay, so, like, I was in an accident, sure. But that's, like, totally not related to this murder. Actually, it is. Look at this article. It says that one of the women died, correct? And that woman who died, who do you suppose they mean? This. They were both in the same crash. They were both in the same crash. I believe it was your sister, Mimi Minnie. Mimi. You were riding in your sister's car while she drove. The two of you were together when your accident occurred, making it one and the same! Yeah, I was riding in that car with my sister. We were, like, on our way home. I was riding in the passenger seat when I fell asleep. That is a big crash. Then it happened. At the time, I grabbed for my purse and escaped from the passenger side door. And your sister? I, like, couldn't do anything. The car was full of smoke. I couldn't see anything. Oh, I'm sorry. Did Dr. Gray really cause that accident by drugging your sister with sleeping pills? Like, he was totally out to get my sister. He totally did that to, like, pay my sister back. I wonder. This does give Innie a good reason to want to murder Dr. Gray. It seems simple, doesn't it? What do you mean? But it would be very hard to catch me. Actually, I'd say impossible. What? I think you get the picture. I'm going to serve you a slice of humble pie. I hope you enjoy it. I don't know what she means, but we gotta go back to the detention center. That was very, ominous music. What's the bet she runs? Looks like something's up. Stop! Stop! Leave my mother alone! Ow! Hey, hold on, okay, pal, I'm not gonna hurt... Oh dear, it is perfectly alright. I will be out for a short while with this young man. Mother, please, let me go too! No, you must stay here and protect the manor. Oh, don't make that face. Hey, I'll tell you what. I'll show you something cool. Here, look! It's a real... Detective! Do not upset me further! Sorry. Oh, gumshoe. Being dragged off by the ear like that by Morgan. Ow. Mother. Well, I gotta move to detention center anyway. You kept me waiting, Phoenix. Oh, here's back. Mia! So how are the preparations? I think I have enough evidence and information now, I think. Everything will be on your shoulders tomorrow. Whether Maya is found guilty or innocent, it's a heavy weight to bear. If memory serves, Mia had a few cyclops of her own. Mia, I'm ready to unlock the last piece of information I need now. Sure, I welcome you to try. Talk about the murderer first. Mia, yes? Mia, you know something, don't you? About the real murderer, I mean. Why do you think so? It's really trying at times to be able to see other people's secrets. It looks like it's time for you to explain your reasoning. Yeah, a bout of wits against Mia. Here he comes. The murderer. Phoenix, you think I'm hiding information about someone from you, isn't that right? Yes. Alright then, tell me who you think I'm protecting. Morgan. From Morgan and Morgan and Morgan and Morgan and Morgan and Morgan and Morgan. Morgan Fay, of course. There is no one else you would protect like this, Mia. Well done, but while the murder was being committed, my aunt was outside with everyone else. Which means she already has an alibi. That's true. Show me some evidence that would cast suspicion onto my aunt. The thing about it is incinerator.
Take that!
The proof is this piece of cloth. I found it in the incinerator near the Winding Way. It's the same material as Maya's costume, except for the splotch of blood. You mean it's from Maya's costume that she was wearing at the time of the murder? Yes. When Maya was arrested, she was wearing her costume. That just means someone changed her clothes. Changed her clothes? But why? I don't know why. But there is only one person who could have done that. The one person who was taking care of Maya, my aunt. What's that look mean? Your argument is too flimsy. Huh? You had no proof that this piece of cloth is actually from Maya's costume. But it's blood. And do you know whose blood that is at this point in time? You don't, do you? Do you have any proof that piece of cloth is from Maya's costume? Key. The magic key. I think this is the proof you're looking for. The key to the channeling chamber, huh? At the beginning of the channeling, Maya had possession of this key. And yet somehow it magically ended up in the incinerator in its center garden. You're right. And this is what Maya told me. While I was channeling, the key was sitting inside my sleeve. And both this key and the piece of cloth were found inside the incinerator. Which means that this piece of cloth was a part of Maya's costume. It would certainly seem that way. Someone changed her into a different set of clothes, and then burned the costume she was wearing in the incinerator. There was only one person who could have done that. The one person who was taking care of Maya, my aunt. Exactly. You did very well, Phoenix. Thank you. As long as you have those two pieces of evidence, you can cast suspicion on my aunt. However, like I said in the beginning, my aunt has an alibi. Yeah, she was with us the whole time. Here's my final question. You know how to present solid proof of this for me. But I want to know, if my aunt is the culprit, then how did she commit the murder? How she did it, huh? I want to hear your thoughts. In order for my aunt to murder Dr. Gray, who and what did she need? Eeny Minnie. Eeny Minnie. She's the answer to the final question. Which means that my aunt and Eeny Minnie were in cahoots! Alright, I got to these. There's still a whole slew of questions for you to answer for the trial tomorrow. You mean like how did the real murderer get into the room and kill Dr. Gray? Yes. Also, when did the murderer enter the channeling chamber? You guys were all standing around in front of the room after the channeling started, which means that the murderer must have gone into that room before the channeling. That's what I think in any case. But Maya's already said there wasn't anyone else in there. That's true. But if we can't figure out the murderer's movements, we're stuck like a beach whale. I never thought I'd see this day. Are you actually asking me about spirit channeling? This case is all about spirit channeling, and I feel like I don't understand a thing about it. Well, that's only natural. After all, spirit channeling isn't exactly an everyday thing, is it? Yeah, I guess you're right. The power to change your physical appearance into the person you're calling was something our ancestor, Mystic Amy Faye, acquired. I heard that name before. The Faye family was originally a family known for its service to the gods. When Mystic Amy was born, she was given a certain fate through her name. Because, you see, she was named after one of the Buddhas of Buddhism. Buddhas of Buddhism. Yes, that's a good way of saying it. Amitabha? Whatever. To this day, her soul is still sealed in the Korean's sacred urn. It usually sits in the winding way and has her name written on it. Yeah. Oh, come on, Phoenix. It's just a fairy tale. Are you saying that me being able to see you is just a fairy tale too? Something's been bothering me all this time. This crime is something no normal person could carry out. The person would have to know a lot about Faye Manor and the village itself to do this. But Morgan already has an alibi. Yes, which is why I can't figure out how it was done. We can assume that Eeny Minnie is involved somehow, but we have one big problem on our hands. A problem? With what? We don't have a motive. Why would Morgan want to kill Dr. Gray? Why would she have to? Also, we don't really know for sure that she was cooperating with Eeny. It doesn't have a clue either, huh? Then there is only one possibility. Huh? Think about it, Phoenix. Why would my aunt do something like this? And why would she do it in such an underhanded fashion? Because... Mother. She is the one who holds the key to this. Mother? Whose? Mine? Be silly. Mine, of course. Misty Faye. Jeremiah's mother? Why would she bring her up now? Now then. Looks like we've gathered everything we could. All we have to do is win tomorrow. Everything will become apparent then. Right, Chief, we won't lose. I think that's where we'll wrap it up today, chat. Mainly because my voice is shot. I did a bunch of like recording before the stream. I was like recording some like voice stuff, and yeah, my voice is just shot, so I'm just gonna call it there. Well, I was gonna stream tomorrow, but it seems like I probably won't be able to now, so I think I'll move tomorrow's stream to Thursday. Makes sense. If people if people are coming around and they might have to turn the electricity off tomorrow, then you know. Have I done Genshin Impact stream? No, it won't be till next year. I have a time frame for it. It's gonna be after when Minecraft's done. The first like multiplayer thing we're gonna do next year is another Minecraft season, and then after that will be Genshin. I won't play one stream of it. I'll give it like a few streams, but because you know I'm not totally heartless, but I don't expect myself to enjoy it, is what I'm saying. But yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna postpone tomorrow's stream to Thursday, if that's the case, so yeah. Next stream will be on Thursday, and we'll see how this trial ends, I suppose. Friday stream will still go on. We're doing the final round of our simulated 2023 F1 season, the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, three-way fight for the championship. Who will take the spoils in our simulated championship? We got to wait till Friday for that one, and then on Saturday we got the penultimate stream of Stardew Season 2. So everything's all coming together. Very good. Alright, guess we'll raid Radiant Sword. He's playing Grounded. What's he grounded for? I don't know. But we'll find out. But yeah, that's it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed today's stream. Hopefully the rest of your Tuesdays go well. And hopefully I'll see you all next time. Boop.